The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Welcome back to another episode of BillsAholic and it's your boy Chris.
Long time no see.
It's not a sack of potatoes.
Nope.
It's not Travis Keene.
Nope.
It's your boy in the flesh. He's here.
It's
He's
a sack
here.
of potatoes.
And
It
finally
might-
got his hoodie.
And I got, it's a lock. 2023 AFC's champions, and they decided to send it to me right after we lost to the Chiefs. So a little shot to the heart when I saw that package. But hey, you know, I got to wear it on vacation and only got like 2 Go Bills. I was a little disappointed. You know, like on Facebook, I'm always seeing in the Bills Mafia group chat. It's like, well, the group page. It's like people are always like, oh wow, you know, I was in Los Angeles airport and I got 14 Go Bills, and I was all excited. I told Olivia, I was like, I'm wearing a Bills hoodie every day we travel, and I only got like 2 Go Bills, and it was just from planes that were heading back probably to Buffalo, so it was kind of, I don't know, it just wasn't as cool as one had hoped. But one cool little story was first night we were there, I was wearing this hoodie, and we were going up to our room, and this bigger like local guy, he was in the elevator, and at first it was kind of quiet, and then he noticed that I had a Bills hoodie on, and he was like, "Oh, the Bills, huh?" And I was like, "Oh boy, here we go." I was like, "Oh my God, he's either gonna say something about the Chiefs or he's gonna say something about like the Bills going to the Super Bowls and losing." He did say something about the Bills going to the Super Bowl and lose. He's like, "You know what?" He's like, "Your team went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row. Yeah, okay, they lost." He's like, "But no other team can say they went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row." He's like, "That's something to be proud about." And I was like, "Nah, I guess." I was like, "I want to win one." But yeah, I don't know, it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. He was like giving me this motivational speech on the way up to my floor, and it kind of made me feel good. And I definitely got off the elevator and was like giving myself a little like, fuck yeah, dude.
Next year's our
Fuck
year.
yeah. Been saying next year's
It's
our
always
year
next
for my
year.
whole entire life, man.
Yo, Kelly, he does not tan. That is Chris tan right there.
Boom.
You know, it's funny. It's funny that
What's
that she's
underneath the hat? Is it like a
mess.
hat line? Did
No,
you wear
no.
a hat in Hawaii?
I wore a hat every single day. But I thought it was to say
I thought he was
something.
trying to hint at you getting like a haircut or
I
something.
know.
I was like, "Dang, did I get a bald brother? A new guy in the family? What's up?"
No, so it's kind of funny. I FaceTimed Jacob at one point throughout like my vacation, and he's like, "You might be the only person I know that went on a vacation to a tropical place, and you're gonna come back more white than when you left." And I did have like a pretty nice sunburn underneath this. It's probably pretty much gone by now, but it was bad. I don't tan, man. I don't tan. Olivia, on the other hand, she got a little tan, and
So you're a peeled potato.
I'm a red-skinned potato. You know those. Like the red ones.
One way to put it.
You got like the red ones, then you got like the normal brown ones, then you got like the
Yeah.
I don't know, like the light brown ones. I'm
Yeah.
like the red one. I'm the
Okay.
red version.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
How was it? What did you do? Did you do any excursions?
I'm gonna be honest with you. What's an excursion?
Well, like activities.
Oh, okay, just say it like that, man.
Like, did you swim with the dolphins?
Just say
or-
yes.
So
Just say
I
yes.
should have just said yes.
I love excursions.
Excursions for the win.
I've
That's
never.
why I went to Hawaii.
I'm trying to figure out why you didn't just come out and say activities.
When you're on vacation, that's what people call them, excursions.
Did you do?
I mean, we're 21, 20 years old. Like, we're
Is it-
not 87. That's an old man word. I went out and did some activities. I swam.
I already hate this dude.
I swam with the dolphins.
Door. Was excursions like the wrong word to use? In that
No,
situation?
it's the perfect word. It's the actual word to use there. But
I've heard
remember
it used
who we're
before.
talking to. So.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me dumb this down.
Okay.
Did you do anything, dude? Like,
There we go.
go into the water?
There we go. Yes, there we go.
Awesome.
There we go. That's the way to ask a
Did you
guy.
see
like
any
me.
fishies?
I did see. I did see some fishies, man. I seen some dolphins, some fishies.
You go down the water slide?
Wow.
I did not go down a water slide. I did not go down a water slide. Ate some pretty damn good food. Had the biggest steak of my life. And finished the majority of it. I'd show you guys the picture. I probably showed both of you the picture of it. I don't know if I showed you the picture of it, and I wanted to show you it because like there's a funny thing in the picture. It was like I had potatoes, steak, and green beans, and potatoes were gone. The steak was gone, and I didn't even touch the green beans.
Get down as Al Michaels.
That's what I said.
I was gonna say.
I was just doing my best Al Michaels, and I can see why he lives the life that he lives.
It's a good life.
It's a really good life, dude. It's a really good life. But no, the trip was really nice. It was nice to kind of get away from the cold and be able to go outside in shorts every day, and
That is nice.
so it was definitely nice. And then, it's not something that like they're like, dude, just to be able to like really wake up and see some of the stuff that we've seen. Quick question, boys. When I pull up, I don't get iced tea. It was before the kidney stones too. Oh, did he have kidney stones?
Yeah, he had one.
Oh, that's an ouch.
My bad. I just found these last week in the fridge.
Not sponsored.
Yeah, not sponsored.
We're not sponsored, but Arizona. Hey, if you want to get at us, that would be pretty sick. Arizona's at like, by the way, in Hawaii. I was gonna grab one because I was like, oh, this is gonna be nice. $219 for one of those like normal ones.
Where was it at though?
I think at
Was it at the resort?
no.
I'm surprised they didn't say that. I'll be honest.
Wow, you guys just think I'm an asshole. That's crazy.
Well, it's just like they normally like spike the prices for that shit.
No, it's at a 7-Eleven, just one of their normal convenience stores.
That's a problem.
So it was crazy, dude. It was crazy. But I mean, everything pretty much for the most part there gets like imported. Like they don't have a lot of stuff that like they like just make there and sell. I mean, they do, but yeah.
Gotcha.
7-Elevens are crazy there, bro. Their 7-Elevens are way nicer than our 7-Elevens, man.
I'm sure a lot there is.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
I'm sure.
But no, dude, it was awesome. I missed the podcast. One of the only podcasts I got to watch a decent amount of was the Casey one, and then the one that you guys dogged me on.
That was fun.
It was all of them.
It was. I mean, we had our moments.
Yeah.
These guys were a little grumpy last week.
They were grumpy. I had to send Tank a text. I was like, yo, these guys are being grumpy, man. I mean, you got nothing to say, the both of you.
Guess somebody carried over.
I mean, put a smile on your face, fellas.
Here we go. Okay.
I mean,
Homie, we started this thing out. You don't know what an excursion is. Like,
oh my gosh. We're past that. Let's put some smile on our faces.
We're not.
The combine's over. We're heading towards the draft free agencies next week. We got some things to cover on this episode, but I don't know
if we'll even get there, to be honest.
I was gonna say, man, the side of the table. This is not.
nice.
Yo, this might just be a me and Tank episode. Man.
Holy shit. I
Oh
just can't
my-
hold back my laughter.
Oh my
Fucking
god, dude. You guys just woke up on the wrong side of the bed every
weeks in a row.
Tuesdays are not your day, dude.
We got to move the day of the show.
Dude,
we
Tuesdays
gotta
are your
do?
guys' Mondays or something?
Oh shit. Oh man. Well, good to have you back, man. Now we can make fun of you in person.
Hey, that's a lot. That feels a little bit better to do it in person. Now when I'm on my car ride on the way to my dinner, man, getting dogged. I was like, I had enough of this shit. Well, kind of John and Travis. That's a fact. She should put a Chris and Tank with a big smiley face, man.
That's next up.
But
What emoji's that?
that's a straight face. Just a straight face, no emotion at all. Probably. Are you guys all right, man?
We can talk. It's open space.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything yet, man.
Oh yeah, you
I
haven't
just
done
can't-
anything yet.
I just can't get over the fact that you were like, "What's an excursion?" And then John was like, "You
Well,
swim with the
okay.
fishes?"
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Excursion, I kind of figured it was like activities, but I wanted to clarify, and that just seems like a big adult word. That just seems like a big adult word. Just say, did you do any activities, man?
Okay.
You don't got to say that. We already went through it.
Oh, I was going to say.
I don't,
There we go.
There it is.
There we go. That's a fact. That's a fact.
God.
The last emoji looks more like Chris than anything.
Yeah.
Can you throw a potato up there?
They got a potato emoji? I don't know. Maybe once you guys get like monetized on YouTube, that you're able to do like custom emojis. Potato's gonna be the first one.
It has to be the first one.
You search up Chris, potato pops up.
Boom.
Yeah. Book it. All right, let's dive into it. Bills. Who would have thought that we would have made a trade last night?
Yeah. I mean, especially like so. Oh,
She found it.
Is that a potato?
Yeah. Okay.
Is that a peanut? That's
No.
a potato.
Or is that Chris?
Wow.
That's Chris.
That's Chris. Shout out McKenna for finding Chris as an emoji.
That's a fact.
Pretty sweet.
That's a fact. That is pretty.
So it was
Pretty
about. So last night is about what? 8.
Almost the same time. Well, pretty much the same time as right now.
I'm laying in my bed watching YouTube, and the you know how the Bills notification, the app, like hey, I'm like
Say it again.
hey.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Say that shit with a little enthusiasm. Oh, come on. Get your point, bro.
So
You're
I
allowed
look,
to have fun.
He hit us with the.
I know,
blood
dude. Like,
so, the last thing I could see on the Bills app was a Bills trade. I'm like, traded to the Bears for a 5th round pick, and it's Rick Bates. It's sad, but I'm glad he finally gets a chance to go out and start on an NFL team like he should. But that dude is so versatile, especially on our offensive line, knowing with our injuries sometimes we can have. It's just sad to see him go. But Bears tried to go after him last season. We matched the offer, and the Bears finally got what they wanted.
yeah. I mean, so that's if he obviously not a guy that I've expected to want to either get released or traded this offseason. If there was a team that he was going to be traded to, the Bears made the most sense. They had the most traction with him this past offseason. Obviously, we had to match the contract to bring him back. But, yeah, okay, you only save, what, like $1.6 million this year? If I'm not mistaken, next season you actually save $5.4.
It goes more in effect next
So, okay, cool. You get a 5th-round pick out of it. We all know what Bean's probably going to try to do. He's going to use that pick probably to move up just because there's no way that we're drafting 11 guys. But I think it's not like a trade that I'm super pumped about, but it's also not a trade I'm super bummed about. I mean, I think that was a trade that was more for Ryan Bates, if I'm being honest with you. It gives him a chance to go compete and actually, get a chance to start where on the Bills, he didn't have that chance. I mean, we're pretty much solidified from left tackle to right tackle for right now. Center was his best hope, but that would have been this past next season when Mitch Morse's contract expires. So I think that was probably just more of if you had to ask me, it's probably a move that it gives him just a better chance at getting a chance to start somewhere and get some playing time where he just really didn't have that in Buffalo. So
yeah, I think it also says a lot about David Edwards and Alec Anderson.
Mhm.
Who knows? We could see a 6th-round pick, 5th-round pick. Maybe we'll see him take over Mitch Morse's position next year. I think it says a lot about him the most.
Right.
Y'all are tripping. Mitch Morse is an extension candidate, man. Tack on a year. Tack on a void year.
Can his brain handle that?
I think he's one concussion
Doesn't
away.
matter. Tack on a void year. Get that $11 million down to 6, 7.
Well, right. Well, okay. So I mean, I don't
hate it.
I don't dislike the idea of doing that to try to bring down his cap, like hit a little bit, but I don't like the idea of probably going further than next season as him being our starting center. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think that that's good for the Bills, nor do I think it's probably any bit healthy for him in the sense of the motherfucker's had like 42 concussions. His brain's like a bowl of chicken noodle soup, bro. Like it's just. You guys got nothing. There's nothing
there. Nothing there.
Just
no.
looking down.
I see where you're coming from. I get it. I think he's one concussion away.
Oh my
You
god.
know, CTSBN.
Yeah.
CTESPN, dude. Fucking love that shit, dude. Antonio Brown, CTESPN.
Mitch Morse, you're welcome on board, brother.
Oh yeah,
Need a starting center.
AB's recruiting him right now, dude. That's so funny, dude, the CTSPN. Bills news. Nyheim Hines, gone.
4.6.
Yeah, there you go. That's we're moving in the right direction. Got some more
Got some stuff. Got
Stuff
some more
to
stuff
do.
to handle.
But Bean's on it. He's on it. Bean's always cooking something. He is always cooking something.
Is he gone, or are they planning on bringing him back potentially? Because Bean in I forget what press conference it was. So I don't know if it was the exit conference or what.
End of season.
He mentioned Nyheim maybe playing a pivotal role in the offense,
Yeah,
or at least they plan on doing that this upcoming season.
And that's one of the reasons I was shocked. I knew that his cap savings was 4.6, but then I was also, you take it back a few weeks, and he was just talking about how Nyheim will be ready for next season, and they have a plan on how to use him. So it went both ways. But 4.6, you gotta save money where you can save money, especially when you're down -44.
Heard that.
Yeah. No, I think there's a chance he could be brought back. I mean, I'm not.
Knowing Nyheim, he'll be back for like one year, 1.2, 1.3.
I knew it, dude.
No?
I was waiting to see his
You ain't
face.
gonna get Nyheim for a 1.2, no
For
shot.
a bag of potatoes.
He's not. There'll be a team that'll give him more than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Home.
bring him back to
Yeah,
Indy.
the Colts will give him more than 1.2.
Yeah, I mean, the reason why he left, he wasn't getting utilized. He didn't like the way Frank Reich's offense was going, and obviously Frank Reich's not there anymore. And maybe he could catch a ball on 4th and 1.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
think about that for a second.
Little shot there.
Brutal.
He
probably-
definitely could.
He probably would have. Who was the running back that dropped that?
Tyler Goodson. But it's not fully on. It was a bad throw, but we don't got to revisit.
No. That's probably not one that you really want to look back on. That's
I just want to get an Agent Zero Nyheim Hines. That's all I want. So please bring him back.
you could always, if he comes back to Buffalo, you could always grab a Bills Nyheim Hines.
Either way, I'm with him.
I was
There you
hyped to see a
There we go.
number 0 on the Bills this year.
Yeah, because you got to be fast to wear the number 0.
You gotta be cool.
Yeah, you can't be like
He'll be a cool cat.
you can't just be like
You
a
got that
7th
Brian
round pick.
Burns,
Yeah, you got Brian.
He was.
No,
He was
boy.
a 0.
No. I know Brian Burns is 0, but I'm trying to think of I can't really think
Calvin
of.
Ridley, he's cool.
Oh, Calvin Ridley is definitely cool. He is definitely cool.
He'll be a.
Paris Campbell's all right, but
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking in my head. That's another 0 too, right? Yeah, no. Calvin Ridley's definitely cool. Too bad he's too cool to be on the Bills. Hey, man.
Don't want him.
Why?
Don't like him.
Fair enough. Well,
Truthfully,
why
I
don't?
just don't like his game.
Oh, okay.
That was
I thought
actually.
it was something he did. You don't like gambling?
I was gonna say.
Love gambling. I was cool
saying-
with that.
I was say.
Matter of fact, I'd have given him a pay raise.
You gotta. So look, here's the thing about that. You gotta love players that bet on themselves because you gotta motivate them to play even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why
Yeah.
that should be a big
But
problem.
it's too bad it's against the rules, isn't it?
I wonder if he knew that. Or, he was just like,
I would say so.
I would think so.
I think they all know.
why do you
Just
take
they
that
could get away
chance?
with it. I don't know.
Why do you
Probably
take that?
feels really wrong to look at your name and be like, I'm going for at least 61. Come on.
What are these fools thinking?
I just don't.
It's not like he's throwing around $5 like us. You had probably 10,000 on that shit too.
You'd be surprised. I think he had one parlay that was like $1,000 or something.
Oh, I believe it.
Bro, it was something outrageous. It was like 7 legs, and yeah, he was just getting his foot in the door.
Was he
and
like 5 of those legs?
got booted out right away.
They were like, yeah, no, man. There's just no. I mean, I get why it's not allowed, but
I would take all my unders and just
not
Coach,
do
I ain't
nothing.
playing.
Yeah, coach. Nope. Yo, Calvin, we need you on the field. Nope.
Can't do it.
Nope. And just make sure that you don't get put on the injury report or anything like that, because then can't they
They void it.
they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we'll void it. Nope, I'm just not playing.
Go play
coach.
one snap. I'm not feeling it.
Or if the
I was
ball
gonna say play a few
ball
snaps.
comes your way.
Damn.
Oh man,
That was a rough day.
Turn the wrong way.
But if
That
you're
hap-
the Chiefs, you'd be all right.
that happened.
yeah.
They'd be like, yeah, they wouldn't
Once
think
it's the
anything of it.
playoffs.
They wouldn't think anything. Yeah, I know they couldn't drop a single ball in the playoffs. MVS really just.
I mean, speaking of MVS, though, maybe that's
No.
He's not even looking up.
Why not?
First round receiver. Everything else
Yeah, okay.
don't matter.
Yeah, first round receiver, no doubt about that. But I think there's still need for a veteran receiver.
Yeah,
on
okay.
the
Bring
Bills
in a
roster.
sack of potatoes. That's fine.
This show loves potatoes.
I know, dude. Yo, can we get a potato company? What's like a potato
Martin.
company? Martin's a potato.
No, he'll count how many times we say potato.
Oh, I was like, what? I was like, what the
Rewind
fuck?
a little bit.
Oh God.
We do talk about potatoes a lot,
Often.
very often.
Especially the ones in bags.
Yeah, dude. Oh my. What's this podcast even about anymore, man?
How dope would it be if the Bills like had a player and his nickname was like Lil Potato or something?
Potato head.
That'd be dope.
That would be pretty sick. I
What
just
position do you think that would?
You definitely gotta be
defensive
a
or
lineman.
offensive
Yeah.
line.
You gotta be an offensive lineman.
You ain't gonna be called Potato, and you're gonna be like
Fucking jock.
Yeah.
6'10", 160 pounds. Come on, dude.
That's not what I. Okay. Do you like that the pressure's not on you now?
I just don't even know what's going on anymore, dude.
This is what happens when Chris comes back, bro.
It's the off season.
I feel bad for Travis.
The
'cause
energy
he's got-
just comes this way. I get hit with the first, and then you get the leftovers right now.
Oh, I don't even want to start with that. I got hit with that 4,217 miles away. Was getting hit with that pressure
Is that the exact mileage?
at like Pearl Harbor or something like that. That's just in New York. And, like they got like a sign that says like,
Dude knows this, but doesn't know what a fucking excursion is.
"Hey, bro."
Everything
You ain't
comes-
lying.
Everything comes full circle.
So the things that I don't know, like I went to Pearl Harbor and they had a sign that said all the landmarks in the world, how far away you were from when you were standing at that pole.
What landmark was it? Niagara Falls?
No, it was just New York. So it was definitely technically a different. Oh come on. They didn't. I don't even know if they.
round it up, dude.
Yeah, just
Oh, all right, bro. 4,626.
Is that good enough for you?
perfect.
You know what? 1 second. Let me look at something.
Oh, you searching up actually how many?
I'm just.
So
Oh man.
when we
'Cause-
said excursions,
Because there's an ocean.
you
in-
could have said, "Oh, I went to Pearl Harbor." I know you hiked that mountain. What's that mountain called?
that is Diamond Head.
Diamond Head.
Well, because there's an ocean in the middle of it, doesn't really want to give me the directions to there. So, and I figured maybe if I went on there and I was like, it would just say how many miles away it is. It's not.
Did you go to Jurassic Park?
Oh, so we didn't get to do that. So,
Why the fuck did you go?
so I did the first
Went
time.
the last time.
So I did actually
He's already
though.
been there.
Look,
Sorry.
I was gonna explain in a proper, nice manner.
This time.
That this time.
Yeah, I fucking been there.
I
Yeah,
didn't,
that's how
I
he
didn't
said
even,
it, too.
I didn't even mean to
Oh my
come
God.
off rude the last
like
time.
I am
This
a
is
rookie.
crazy. This is crazy. The first time.
Broke like you.
Oh wow, dude, that's crazy. First time I went, I did actually get to go there, and it was a sight to see, man. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
You see a Velociraptor?
And I saw the Velociraptor bones on the ground. That was pretty sweet.
shit.
That was pretty sweet. That from the movie set. That was pretty cool.
I thought
But
so. Yeah.
yeah, you figured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought so.
What don't you like about Calvin Ridley's game?
Yeah. Come on, man. Let's get back to football, dude.
Speed reliant. I don't like speed reliant receiver. Well, he's a good separator, but I mean, the end of the year, what do you have? The
Started off
third
hot,
third most drops in the league or
I'll tell you
something.
what, he cooked
Respect.
Indy week 1 when I was there.
He clipped
Yeah,
the
he
Bills.
did. He went for over 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got
6,
the-
7 catches too.
He got the
Unreal.
Bills too, dude.
He did.
Yeah,
Get the
I don't
Bills.
know. I just
The Bills got the Bills that game though.
the Bills kind of got the Bills.
But
I'm not a big.
I wonder
not a
what
big
his,
Ridley
what,
guy.
what his asking price would be.
So he went
at
7
this
for
point.
122 against the Bills. So
I think he's not. I
Yeah.
think he's the hottest wide receiver on the market now.
At this point.
Well, now he is.
So it's kind of you got to think it's such an interesting year if you're a receiver, whether you're already in the league and you're in free agency or if you're coming into the league through the draft. There is just like so many options just everywhere right now. Like I mean, the draft is. I mean, you could probably find like studs into the 3rd and 4th round this year as far as the draft, and then even the free agent wide receiver class is solid. I mean, off the top of my head, I can think Calvin Ridley's still out there. Tyler Boyd's still going to be out there. I'm sure there is a handful of really solid, serviceable.
Kendrick Bourne,
MVS. There's solid at least second string wide receivers out there. Calvin Ridley gives you a chance at.
He's a 1.
I say he's a 1. Some would argue Gabe Davis is a 1. We'll see. Who knows?
On some teams.
But we'll see. There's just so many options everywhere that it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Very
going to.
excited.
I just think it's going to affect the wide receiver market a little bit. The way that how many options teams have, whether that's
What do you mean
grabbing
by
one.
that?
Like if you had
Like
so
the draft, you mean?
so between the draft and free agency, like for instance, say Mike Evans doesn't go back to the Bucks this past like couple days, and the Bucks need a wide receiver. What do the Bucks draft? They draft probably like a couple picks above the Bills. They're in the wide receiver market. That affects the draft now. Like
Oh,
the
you
Bucks
mean like
aren't
the
going
pool? I thought you meant like money-wise market.
No, I'm talking about like what team's going after what, and where.
Yeah.
And like so, for instance, now the Bucks are probably not a team that I'm gonna assume if we're at 28, they're probably at like 25, 20. They've got to be like a couple picks ahead of the Bills. But now you don't look at them. They're like, ooh, they're probably drafting receiver. They're probably not, at least this season.
I think they might be looking at linebacker or edge.
Something.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of the Bucks, I thought they were gonna knock that shit down, and all of a sudden, Mike Evans, and then they franchised Antoine Winfield.
yeah,
Baker's their top of the priority.
I mean,
I think they're just running it back, minus which one is it? Levante David they're letting go. It is.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, they didn't have a terrible team. Their offense isn't like bad by any means. They got a decent offensive line, decent wide receiver.
They just
core.
couldn't run the ball.
Right.
I like seeing Baker on the Bucks.
Yeah, Baker. I mean,
I don't mind watching them.
and I know Baker's biggest holdup was just he wanted to see what the Bucks were going to do with Mike Evans, if I'm not mistaken.
I
Like,
think vice versa too, because if you think about, obviously money changes a lot of people's ideas. Because a couple weeks ago, it was reported that he wanted to go somewhere with like a contending team with a top tier quarterback or whatever.
Didn't want to play with the rookie quarterback.
Exactly. That's the point I'm getting to. You got to assume that he wouldn't have signed back if for another 2 years he doesn't know who his quarterback's going to be and what they're going to be about.
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I'm really hoping that Baker Mayfield's like gets extended. I'm hoping that contract comes out soon because I am pulling for him. Like he's a guy that like, all right, especially now that he's in the NFC. I mean, he's in that Josh Allen draft class, and not that you don't want to see people succeed, but he's one of those guys that like I thought he really got the short end of the stick in Cleveland at the end of his run with Cleveland. He had good moments there, and then he kind of bounced around the league a little bit for a little stint with the Rams, and then who was the other team?
Carolina.
Panthers, and then was there one more in there, or was it just
That was
Panthers?
That was it.
Panthers, Rams, and Bucks.
Bucks.
So I would like to see him kind of find a home with Tampa Bay for a little bit, and I mean they made the playoffs last year, so maybe try to make another
And
run
won
at it.
and won a game.
Yeah, and then barely lost to the Lions.
Should have beat the Lions.
Yeah, I was gonna say from what I remember, just barely catching on the jumbotron walking in, it was a pretty close game. So
Yeah, the Bucks blew that one.
John might have had a Buck shirt instead.
You never know.
Tampa
You
Bay,
never know.
Maybe.
Tampa Bay. I gotta ask you
Never
a
know.
question.
What up?
Because I remember right before one of the last podcasts I was on, it was like right after no, I haven't been on a podcast since the Super Bowl.
Golly.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously the whole Brock Purdy stuff that we were making fun of. Well, you said if the 49ers were going to win the Super Bowl, you were going to have we didn't say what shirt, we didn't say anything. You just shook my hand. We shook hands. We were like, if the 49ers win a Super Bowl and Brock Purdy gets Super Bowl MVP, you're going to wear a shirt. Was it going to be a Brock Purdy jersey
Oh,
or
I was
something?
going to buy you a Brock Purdy shirt, and you were going to wear that thing.
I figured
Yeah.
that's what it was. I figured that
Didn't happen, obviously, but
I wouldn't say that he's the reason they lost. So
Would have been a nice shirt.
you probably would have been like, I want that back after the podcast.
yeah, I'd have got it in
I
my
was saying-
size, but I'm like,
Just-
I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, I want
Hey,
that.
John, why is it so big, bro?
Yeah, you wouldn't have let me walk out with that one.
Nah.
I don't think I deserve to wear.
No, not
Brock.
after your bad mouthing.
Hey man,
At least he knows what an excursion is.
As far as we assume. We would assume.
he's
Bet he likes Al Michaels.
he probably went on a nice excursion after his Super Bowl loss.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he. Probably not, because he's getting paid.
I was gonna say it's
nothing.
not like he's getting paid like he's a sack of potatoes.
He's got to wait another 2 years.
He's
That poor dude ain't gonna get no contract.
You don't think so?
No.
Even if they keep winning?
No. If Shanahan's there, they'll just find a new guy. Keep a rookie quarterback contract on the books. Same shit. I don't think
he gets MVP.
Maybe.
I feel like that kind of goes against the Brock Purdy
Yeah,
hype.
man, we'll see.
Like the podcast was hyping up Brock Purdy, and now we're like, well, if Brock Purdy gets a contract, nope. It's kind of going against the Brock Purdy hype. That's like going against the grain.
Just being realistic.
See, I don't think you can just find quarterbacks growing on a random tree like that every 4 years. Like once his rookie contract's up, like it's not like they can just be like, I'm gonna take you and put you.
They just might be able to. Who knows?
They might. You're right.
Who knows?
He's a 7th round pick, and he's doing what he's doing. But
I'll tell you what. In 2
from
years,
your guys'
Kyle
argument-
Shanahan might just not be there.
he might not be.
You never know.
He might not. 2 Super Bowl appearances. What? 0-2.
2, and then he lost one as the coordinator. The worst Super Bowl I've ever watched.
That don't count.
It counts. It fucking counts.
If he's a head coach for the Niners.
No, it counts.
Hey, I lost Super Bowl in Atlanta as offensive coordinator. All right, you're fired as
Yep.
the 49ers.
Remember, and if I remember correctly,
You're up like 100 sacks of potatoes, and you refuse to run the ball.
oh
Well, they
come on.
hired
his
him after
fault.
that. They must have done something.
I'm over it.
In Kyle Shanahan's defense, his Falcons team was up 28-3 in the second half. I feel like the defensive coordinator probably is not a head coach in the NFL right now, or is he?
Who was it?
Or is it that Raheem Morris guy? Because isn't he the head coach of the Falcons? Didn't he? Wasn't
I don't
he?
know if he was
Wasn't he on? I thought he was on the
think he was-
I thought he was on the Falcons staff, and then he went, and then he left for Los Angeles
Yeah,
for
well,
like
he was the
a
head
lateral
coach of
position.
the Falcons before.
Oh, so maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't there. But is Raheem Morris a part of that like God squad of coaches that they had with Washington?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think.
You know, like when a coach gets hired and they were on that Washington Redskins staff at the time,
They show that picture.
and they show the picture, and it's like
over it.
it's like Kyle
I know
Shanahan.
he's in the
it's
tree
like,
somewhere. I just don't. I'm not 100% sure if he was
Yeah.
on that specific staff.
what a group of like if you're at the time a Redskins fan back then. Obviously now you're the Commanders, but back then you're like, wow, this coaching staff just sucks. And then like 10 years from now,
All head coach.
they're all head coaches, all very successful head coaches, if you had to ask me, running solid organizations. What do you think if you're a Washington fan in 2023, 10 years later, and you're like, wow, we had any of those guys would have been great options for being a head coach, and here we are.
Damn, we suck.
We suck. We're the problem. Truth be told, they are the problem. Like that ownership was the problem. But
New day's coming, man. New ownership.
I'm hyped for him.
Future might be looking bright. Who knows?
Probably not though. But
To the Washington Commanders. I heard that there's an argument trying to there's people trying to legally press them to try to go back to the Redskins name.
they should.
They should. That was like a staple point of my early on football fandom. That's all of us.
Yeah.
The Commanders and the football team, bro. The football team.
That was such a weird time.
We got the
Football team.
Washington football team.
That team was sweet.
Tank, I gotta ask why you think they were sweet, man.
Just fucking sweet. I don't know what to tell you.
Just the football
The
team.
uniforms.
The
old school
uniforms,
uniforms.
blue.
I mean, that's your opinion, not mine, pal.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, man, you ain't lying.
Oh,
Who's the head coach?
nice.
Huh?
Who's the head coach?
Riverboat Run.
Yeah.
Was it Rob?
Riverboat Run.
Yeah.
That's-
The W was cool. Still is. It's the same, essentially.
Fucking Commanders, dude. The Commanders.
Football team, baby.
The football team. I was there when they played them in Buffalo, and I think Jordan Poyer almost had a pick six, and then I think Micah Hyde had a nice interception. And too bad those guys are both sack of potatoes now, and the Bills need a safety. And John,
Yo.
if you're on the clock in the second round, I gotta ask you a
No.
question.
All right.
Travis, if you're on the clock in the second round, I gotta ask you a question.
Cam motherfucking Kitchens.
Is he gonna be there?
No,
He tested terribly. He'll be there.
he won't be
I
there.
think he'll be in the second.
He'll be there.
He won't be there.
He'll be there.
What pick does
No
the Bills
shot.
have second round?
60.
60. Ooh.
He'll be there.
He
No
might.
way.
We might. We might. Trade
Hey
up.
man,
We
I'm
got-
not gonna lie to you.
we got power.
In years past, there's been guys who are like, no way he's gonna be there. Osiris Torrance, when the Bills don't pick him at what pick 26 last
Should've
year when
been
they
a
traded up or
first-round
whatever.
pick.
We were like, me and you were like, oh my god, we kind of both wanted Cybo, and we were like, fuck, dude. Now they drafted Dalton.
Okay,
Kincaid.
okay, but You're
DK Metcalf a
you're
couple years ago.
talking
A.J. Brown a
safety.
couple years ago.
You're talking safety compared to an offensive guard.
Well, but he tested
Okay.
players.
Completely
There's
different.
also
Completely different, though.
I think there's 3, 4.
Oh, I hope we draft Cam Kitchens.
I think there's 3 or
At
4
60.
better safeties in the draft than Cam Kitchens.
You said 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think 3.
Who
or
we
4.
got on your list?
I got the guy from USC.
Good.
What's his name?
Can you
Bull.
tell
No,
me?
that's Georgia.
Bullock.
Yeah.
Bullock's from Georgia, yeah.
Bullock's from Georgia. No, that's Bull. Wait, which one? Bullard's from Georgia. Bullock's from USC.
Oh, is it Bullard from Georgia?
Sounds like that.
Yeah,
sounds
that's probably is what it is.
And then they got the one. They got me in a. I think he's like the 3rd, 4th best safety. So I think he'll be.
He
third.
didn't test well. Like I saw like his overall scores between like his 40-yard dash, his vertical jump, his 3-cone drill. Like he just of all the other safeties, he didn't.
Tyler Nubin, I think.
Oh, Newman, isn't that from Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Newman. I think the way he tested, obviously, like, I think is gonna hurt him a little bit. But you watch his tape, he's a solid. Like he's got a knack for the football. He can run around the field. Like he makes plays. He's one of my favorite safeties in the draft. I'm curious, and I don't know what you guys have for notes. I did a lot of research on like the wide receiver core, like the wide receiver group today, and really like just I watched like an hour and 20-minute video on just going through like the top like 15 prospects at the wide receiver position. And I don't know if you guys have anything on wide receivers tonight.
I just got Bills met with all the top wide receivers and safeties.
Do you have anything for wide receivers at all tonight?
Brian
Nice.
Thomas Jr.
Oh, we
Brian
know that.
Thomas
We know that.
Jr. I'm
We
with
know
it too.
that.
I'm with it too. Or somehow get up there and trade for
Brian Thomas Jr. If it ain't him, I don't care.
What about his partner? If you can get up there and get his
Neighbors.
his partner in crime.
There is no way.
There's just
So
you have to give up your first, second, and next year's first to get all
So
the way up there.
I want to throw this out there because I got this as a hypothetical. I don't know if you guys saw this on Twitter.
Yeah.
Trade scenario: Bills receive the 9th overall pick, which is in this website. It's worth 1,350 points. The Bears will receive the 28th pick, which is worth 660. The 100th pick, which is worth 104. The 143rd pick, which is worth 34.5. And then you got 2025 first-round pick worth 550. And the Bills would trade up and select at 9th overall Malik Neighbors out of LSU. And I got to ask you, like, if they do that, how are we feeling? Are we angry about it? Are we happy about it? But I feel like you go out and get a guy like him, that's finally like, okay, Brandon Beane, you're finally putting some
You're
stock.
getting a guy for Josh
Yeah,
Allen.
yeah, like
No, I
should
wouldn't.
have been
Yeah, I
doing
wouldn't be
years
mad,
ago.
but
right.
yeah, let's be
It's that's a pipe dream.
yeah, that would
That's-
never
that's,
happen.
That's up
I don't
here.
even
That's
know
out
if
to
he's
the
gonna
side.
fall to 9.
Yeah, that's it is steep. It is steep to get
If
him
we
on a
trade
9.
up, we're going 5 picks max.
I mean, I've seen Bean do some
Yeah.
work. Like for instance,
Maybe
I remember
22.
he traded up. He traded up to get obviously traded up to get Josh, but I think we only went from like 10th or 11th to 7. But he also in that draft, if I'm not mistaken, traded up and got Tremaine Edmonds too.
16. Yeah.
So, and I don't remember where we were. I mean, we were just coming off of a playoff year, so we had to have been in the 20s somewhere when he traded up to 16 to get Edmonds. So he does trade up like that. That's
I think we'll see a
I mean he's done that
first round trade up.
a handful of years. He traded up. He
Every
traded
year.
up. I would say every single year.
He's never stayed at the.
I say he traded up for Kyer. He traded up for Greg Rousseau, and he's traded up for Dalton Kincaid.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just kind of what he does. So you know what's not a lock? Our pick at 28 because we're picking somewhere else probably. So we'll see. So you're pretty much only in on like if it's Brian Thomas or nobody.
At this point.
Pretty good. Yeah, I sold
'Cause
myself.
What do you think of Troy Franklin? Because there's been some negative.
He's number 2.
reviews of that now.
He's number 2 for me.
So
I still think he's. To me, from what I've watched, he's better than any of the projected second round guys.
He is in Franklin.
Yes.
Okay.
For me though, I think Brian Thomas is going to be in that 20 to maybe 22 spot, and that's the guy. I think that's the guy.
And I like that. Like, trust me, I'm jumping for joy if we get Brian Thomas. I did 3 things. I did sneaky picks at wide receiver that I'd be happy the Bills to get. My absolute loves at wide receiver, and then wide receivers that I was high on when draft season kind of started that after the combine, after seeing some tests and watching some film that I'm a little bit less on now. My sneaky picks at wide receiver, I really do like Jalen Polk. Jalen Polk, I think he has superior ball skills. He has just a really good rack ability, and as Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott already alluded to, they want somebody that can make a play after they catch the ball. And then I really actually, after watching some stuff like Ladd McConkey a lot more, he finds a way to get open and never quits on plays. My absolute love on the wide receiver position, at number 1, Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas. Natural explosiveness, very solid ball tracking, and that is a guy that has like just absolute grit, man. Like that. Like I'm a Brian Thomas Jr. guy through and through.
That's my guy.
That is on number 1. I
That's
mean, I
my
can flip
guy.
my phone around right now. You'd see that is at number 1.
I like he's 6'4" too.
Number
I
2,
like that a lot.
The only issue with Ladd McConkey is he's kind of more of an inside guy. And
he is, but I watched his film, and even the guy that was like narrating his film said that he lined up like 40% more on the outside this past season than he did in the last couple of seasons. So he did have some stuff on the outside. But I think you are right. I doubt that that's a guy the Bills really do go after. But that's just something that's kind of snuck up that I didn't know much about.
The way he tested, I don't think he's going to be there in the second round for us anyway.
Right. My other guy's kind of an obvious. I really do like Xavier Worthy, because I think unlike in the years past when you had John Ross, who at that time set the 40-yard dash record, John Ross didn't really have the best route tree. Like, he was just fast. That was kind of just his thing. You watch Xavier Worthy, not only is he's fast, he's blinking and you miss fast, but he has a very solid route tree. My only knock on him is his size. I mean, he's 165 pounds, I think, and probably 172 pounds soaking wet. The guy is absolutely just the smallest guy in the world and offers pretty much nothing after the play as far as – he kind of reminds me of Stephon Diggs a little bit, like catches the ball and find the sidelines or go down. Wide receivers I'm a little bit less on after the combine. I was huge on Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman is my number 1 wide receiver that I'm less on. He does have very, very raw talent, and he could thrive potentially behind Stephon Diggs. But I kind of think that that's a guy that, like, right now, I'm going to be honest with you,
He's a Charger.
That's a Charger pick.
Doesn't he seem like he's a Charger?
That's a Charger pick.
Yeah.
He also lacks route running. Like,
That's a Charger.
That's a guy that just does not find a way to get open. He's not very explosive, doesn't really get off the line that well, and he just doesn't have the best route tree in the world. And not to mention that he did not test well, like at the combine.
Yeah.
His 40-yard dash wasn't where you would have wanted it to be, and that scares me. Now here's a guy, and I have this highlighted because
Don't say it.
me and you've already kind of touched on this. A.D. Mitchell.
A.D.
Mitchell, my number 2 wide receiver, I'm less on. But hear me out. I have an underline on him and his name highlighted a little bit, because there's obviously what I told you about. What scares me a little bit about him is, okay, he's fast. He's got a better frame than his teammate Xavier Worthy, and I think if I'm being honest with you, he's probably gonna be a better receiver if you had to ask me than Xavier Worthy, just because his size is better, and he's still in the 4.3s as far as speed. But his problem is he lacks effort on run plays and lacks route running. And to me, some of the biggest things as a wide receiver is those two things. And my biggest knock on him is, and I mean, I thought I saw a compilation. It might not have been him. I could have sworn I saw a video compilation on Twitter. And then I saw a post. And I think me and you saw the same post about him kind of having an attitude problem when he doesn't get the ball, and also not showing any effort when he's not either the number one read on a play, or when they're handing the ball off. Kind of scares me with them. But if all that's not true as far as how his attitude is, he, just because of his frame and his speed, is kind of one of my potential options for the Bills.
You can change a dude's attitude. You can't change that raw ability. He's like my third favorite receiver in the draft.
Bro,
I'm super high on him.
It's why I got it highlighted, though. It's because like he could honestly be. I mean, not that you can recreate anybody in the NFL. There's nobody that's like, obviously you compare. Every player comes in with comparisons.
Yeah.
I've heard the Deebo Samuel comparison come out a little bit, and I could see that with AD. My only thing that scares me is his attitude, man, and not to mention, like, obviously the one thing we are losing with Gabe Davis is the natural run blocking ability. Gabe Davis was solid with the run blocking, and obviously you're not going to just be able to recreate that with the next wide receiver you bring in. But I think the Bills are going to severely miss that in their run game.
Teach that too, though.
You can teach it. You can teach it. And again, I'll show you.
I know. I believe you.
I got the name highlighted with the underline on it.
I got you.
I truly could. That's a guy that, like, if they pick, I will be able to. Oh, hopefully you didn't see my Who's the Man.
I was gonna say, did you show us?
Just give it
the
away.
Who's the Man?
Did you look at it?
I saw Who's the Man.
Did you see the name?
No.
Did you see the man?
But
Did you
was
see
it there?
the man? It's there.
Oh.
Did you see the name? All right, perfect. But who knows? I mean, if he's there, I won't be upset. It's not as bad. You can't say nothing over there, brother.
You quite
I'm not
literally have
saying anything.
no room to say.
I by accident
I
scrolled
was
my
just
phone
gonna,
down
I
a
was
little
just
bit.
gonna say something.
What were you gonna say?
Okay, my bad.
I was just gonna ask about. I fucking hate this dude.
Jeez.
Anyway,
Jeez Louise.
I need my
what I was just gonna.
Can I sit next to you, bro?
Brady ball.
You're the same. No.
Can I sit next to you? This guy hates me.
I don't know what you did.
What'd you do?
Holy
know what
shit,
you
hate's a strong word to throw out.
Jeez.
I was gonna just ask about somebody, and you don't even say no. I wasn't gonna say that.
He's the one that also just pressed you about. I hate this guy.
What'd you say, John? I hate this guy.
What?
John's like, you have no room to talk. What you did, like, I hate this guy, John. I hate this guy.
No.
Anyway,
He
What
just
up,
doesn't.
Tyler?
shut up.
He just doesn't like when the pressure's on him, bro.
That was
I was just
top
gonna.
five.
I was just gonna ask, what happened to like Johnny Wilson? I haven't like. How'd he test? I haven't
Don't
heard. All right. You guys pick our next topic.
Can I? One last wide receiver. I'm not really.
Truthfully, I have him as a bottom
He's a bottom tier.
second, high third rounder.
Yeah.
He tested okay. I think he ran in the high 4.4s. I don't know. I don't put a shit ton of stock in the 40 just because
Right.
I care more about on the field speed rather than straight line speed. But
I just think he'll get converted to a tight end eventually.
you think?
He's 6'8".
Ooh, little Kelvin Benjamin,
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
little Tim
Stay away from the
Tebow.
biscuits, brother.
Popeye's biscuit away from being a tight end. Troy Franklin, by the way, is on my list for wide receivers. I'm not high on anymore. Sorry,
Casey
Casey.
says different.
He lacks.
I'll tell you what. If he's sitting there at 28, we don't trade up. I ain't mad at it.
He lacks contested catching and had
That's okay. He
had
can
a
separate,
had a very huge drop issue in 2023.
but he can separate.
If you can separate, but you can't catch the ball, that's
Hey, man.
part of the problem.
The Chiefs won the Super Bowl doing that.
We're the Bills.
Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
We're the Bills.
We are the Buffalo Bills.
When Patrick Mahomes
Yeah.
is the quarterback of the
Yeah.
Chiefs,
Yeah.
and you got Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that solves a lot of problems. Hey, real quick though, before you move on, 'cause I feel like you're finished up with your list there. Speaking of Keon Coleman, he during one of his interviews at the Combine, he was asked about Buffalo Bills, and this was his quote. He probably has the strongest arm in the league. He's talking about Josh Allen, obviously. He needs a guy to test that arm so he can throw it as far as he can, and I could go out there and get it. So he's pretty much that's his pitch
He like
for the Bills to go,
I like
go
it.
get him. So
I do like
hey,
it.
What's your guys' thoughts on that from Keon Coleman?
The dude can't separate. His not all he can do. Way too far. His game is contested balls. His game is go up and get it. Straight line speed. That is not what the Bills need at all.
Right.
We've tried the bigger straight line kind of receiver and it just doesn't work.
well, so
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
I think it's funny because Keon Coleman, like you said, is obviously like the Bills aren't looking for straight line speed. Keon Coleman, I do like the fact that he can go up and get the ball. Like that does the frame. He's not the slowest guy in the world. He's not the fastest guy in the world. He doesn't really make too much happen after the play, and that's really what I'm hoping the Bills grab is somebody that's a playmaker after they catch the ball.
You know who is? Brian Thomas Jr.
Yeah, I know. There's a reason why I spent a lot of time watching his stuff.
I feel like Brian Thomas. There would have been more talk about him if it wasn't for Xavier Worthy breaking the 40 record,
Which
because-
I loved. When I saw that, I'm like, get all the let him drop.
Yeah.
Let him keep going down. Cuz that I don't know, man. He's a gamer.
He
I
is
just like everything about his
according
game.
to Casey, let's stop with the wide receiver talk, please.
He says, we know we go in DT first round.
Yeah, way to just crush my dreams, man.
Great. He's a
Casey,
Lions fan now.
Casey, I've been saying that for a little bit. If they see Brian Murphy there, I just feel like this is going to be hard for them to pass up. Just knowing how they draft and shit.
You want to join Martin Casey?
I wouldn't hate that.
Suicide Wings?
But I would hate it. You know what I mean? Like
it depends who they.
I'm going to bed upset.
I'm going to bed upset 100%.
I'm going to bed upset too.
I'm not happy when we do the
depend
podcast.
if like one of those receivers follow them in the second round, maybe, or they trade up in the second and get one of those receivers? Would that help?
It would make me feel better. What would ultimately, if it fell the same way as how last year did, like I wanted Osiris Torrance at 28 through and through. And if it really fell down to like where we grabbed a guy like Dalton Kincaid last year and then also Cybo, say 28, we grab Byron Murphy, what's it, the third? Mm-hmm. Say or second or whatever, we grab him at 28, and then day 2 falls around and we get a guy any
Xavier Legette.
Yeah, Xavier Legette, like a guy like that.
Speaking of receivers and I didn't know he was that fucking big, bro. Athletic as hell too. Like
yeah, dude.
Even during those on-field drills, that's a guy that you need on your radar for sure.
Out of what, South Carolina?
Yep.
Dude, he was projected. He's projected second round. People finally get their eyes on the dude, and they're like, "Oh, he's gonna go in the first round." I'm like, no,
I don't know about first round.
No,
for sure.
But you know the overreactions when you see somebody like that. I'm not mad at that either. Wouldn't be mad at. I'd love to go. I don't know.
What are you hoping they go wide receiver?
Oh, 100%. Yes.
That'd be crazy. That'd be so far out of the Bills like brand.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Casey's right. We're going D tackle
and then a wide receiver,
and then fucking Lad McConkey.
Which if you asked a guy like Chris Griner, that's a sneaky pick.
Yeah.
I liked what I seen on McConkey.
I did too. That's a sneaky pick. Or give me Jalen Polk. I'm
a little bit lower on him, but
I mean. Keon Coleman, like I do like the fact, like if Keon, say somehow Keon Coleman or Xavier Legette falls to you in the second round, you trade up and you make it happen. I'm not gonna sit here and be mad. I'll tell you that. Like,
and if you get a dog at the defensive spot, then it's like
it's just it's like a win-win. And I mean the draft, I can't even say that it's not gonna fall that way because, like I said, last year's a perfect example of like I was like really we traded up and drafted Dalton Kincaid, and like now it's like dude, we got Dalton Kincaid and we got the offensive lineman we wanted. Like this was a win-win. So, and both picks.
You're never gonna know till they actually play and go out there. But.
Right.
Yeah, man, we'll see.
Right. It's my
Here
favorite.
goes. That's the first one today. We'll see.
Oh. How many counters do I have?
You got
52 minutes in.
You got a couple.
God, I didn't even know we were counting those.
Fraud and what was the other one? I forgot.
Sack of potatoes.
Oh, yeah, Dolphins.
Just Dolphins?
No.
Oh, fuck the Dolphins.
Yeah,
fuck Miami.
So we got
there it is. We found it.
We gotta find a way to use those somehow.
Well, John just throws them in.
Yeah.
He'll find a way.
But even when he
He'll
doesn't,
find a way.
There's a will. There's a way.
There's a will. There's a
John,
way.
there's a way.
You want a quick? Do you want a quick counter to Keon Coleman on the Bills?
Sure.
Isn't Kincaid kind of your go up and get it guy? He proved it already. And then end zone, go up and get it kind of guy. That's Dawson Knox.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm not going to argue that, but the problem with, and I think actually Travis touched on this last week if I'm not mistaken, not that this is Kincaid's bread and butter, but it is kind of his bread and butter. Run 3 yards, 4 yards in the middle of the field, turn around, look at Josh, he throws it to you, and then he makes a guy miss, and he gets an additional 11 yards.
That'll change a little bit.
And it will,
Brady,
especially as he develops. And
yeah, Brady will find a way for him to hit some seams and shit, but...
I mean,
it's
perfect
effective.
example is against the Steelers. He that seam route where he scored that touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll probably see a lot more of that this next season.
Brady's. If you watch some Carolina tape, Brady loves your slot guy running seams. He loves the tight ends coming on seams, and he loves underneath routes coming from your X and Ys. That's why we need a rat kind of guy. That's why the coaching staff is saying, hey, we need a rat guy because you got clear out routes, quote unquote clear out routes. And then you can get the ball into a playmaker's hands. You know, that's what the Bills really need. Not no get up and get it.
No, I'm 100% with that. I've been pounding the table for a guy that can make a play.
Josh is way too good. Same thing with like Mahomes. They're way too good to just have go up and get it kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Right. I 100% agree. Like that's
wow. Look at us agreeing.
That's an agree. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with that at all. I'll give that a crack.
Nice.
That's for sure. I'm 100% with you. I mean, Brian Thomas. Like we're gonna agree on that. If that's
I'm
our
in.
pick, we're both jumping for joy. That's
in.
my number one receiver. So
You
there's
guys
another
want
thing.
me happy on this podcast?
That'll do
When
it.
I come in with the Brian Thomas Jr. fucking jersey, I'll be happy.
Okay.
I'll match you that day, bro. That's my number one guy on my board. That's Brian
some time
Thomas
from
Jr.
now, so you're just gonna be grumpy till then.
Yeah, maybe.
How many more? Pods?
nah.
Well, the draft is at the end of April, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 podcasts until our after draft podcast. 8 podcasts between now and then. So we got a lot of Grumpy
long
John
time.
ahead of us.
Damn.
Travis, I am definitely excited to jump into your 3 NFL free agents.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That I don't look at that. Casey says Brian Thomas.
Casey,
isn't
dude, you're
coming
hurting my feelings, man.
in.
You're hurting me.
I'm actually looking forward to this one. I understand I joined late to the party as far as doing my research, but
You're slacking a little bit, but you got it on your
NFL free
Well,
agency.
no one would have known if you didn't say it. But
I'm a very honest guy, okay? I'm a very honest guy. I did my list for this on the way up to the podcast.
Let you go first.
Oh, okay.
okay, more
All right.
pressure.
All right, we're going to start off with the kid, man.
I'll put
Okay.
put you on the spot.
All right, so Travis, even though it's his segment, he must want me to explain it a little bit for him. Choose 3 free agents
I was just trying to.
that you're.
Travis, just
Hey,
take
man.
Travis, take it back, bro. He fumbled that one.
Damn!
Wow.
Damn!
What was it? 4,127 miles away.
What
Go
enough?
back.
Wasn't enough. Go back, please.
That's crazy, bro.
Dude, you're deflating
Yo.
the football, man.
I love you, Chris.
You're literally deflating
I
the
love you,
football.
buddy. So
Is that a Patriots ball?
That's a Patriots.
That's a
ball.
New England Patriots
If I'd
football.
never seen one. All right, continue.
free agency's next week. Let's get into some free agents that no one is talking about. I'll go first.
Okay.
Take your eyes off your fucking phone.
Oh my god.
So my first one, it's Kendrick Bourne. Personally, I don't mind him at all. Just think he got dealt bad hand playing with the fucking Patriots. They fucking suck. And injuries played a role the last
ACL
few
tear
seasons.
too.
I was about to say, dude, he was on a
Coming off of an ACL
13,
tear.
1,300-yard pace before he tore his ACL
Yeah.
last year.
Patriots / injury. But I think he would make a great addition to a team that's contending and on the brink of contending. I think the perfect team fit for him is the Los Angeles Rams. I think he would pair really well with Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. And tight end Tyler Higbee. That could be a scary offense. And they get their running back because Cam Akers is a free agent, and they get that good running back. I think they'll be set.
Tyler Higbee won't be ready for the NFL season next year. He won't play.
ACL, right?
Yeah, he tore his ACL in the playoffs on a drop tackle.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah, that was a bad one.
They got Johnny Munt. They'll be okay.
Who?
It wasn't a hip drop tackle.
Oh, was it not?
Safety came over, hit him low.
Oh,
in the middle
hit
of
him
the
low,
field.
and then
Yeah,
Stafford.
there's nothing. Like,
Yeah.
it's just-
I remember watching
Yeah.
the mic'd up. You're right, and then Stafford ran up to him. He's like, "You know that was dirty or whatever."
Was
Yeah.
it C.J. Gardner-Johnson or was it
I don't know. Maybe Branch.
Branch? Maybe?
I think it was
No,
Brian
wasn't
Branch.
Was
I
it?
think it was
Rookie
Brian Branch.
mistake.
Speaking of,
It was
safety
somebody.
in the draft,
It-
he's under that category.
Yeah,
It was
that's
somebody,
true.
dude, because it was, it was
Definitely was somebody.
okay. It was one of the two
Had to have been.
because he looked at him and Stafford was like, "You're always doing something like dirty." Like
It's probably CJ.
All right,
It
maybe
was
it
probably-
was Brian
it
Branch.
was probably CJ actually. Now I think about it.
Definitely wasn't.
But now I remember. I don't remember it being like. I feel like it was just more like wrong place, wrong time type of deal. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I
don't
mean,
think-
safeties they're not allowed to go high. That's a penalty.
Right. Like where you want him.
You want to hit a dude that's almost twice the size of you in the middle of his body, you're gonna hurt yourself. You got to go
Right.
low.
Yeah.
I don't
It's just
think,
the way the NFL is right now.
I don't think there's really anybody that goes out there with any ill will of trying to hurt somebody like that. Like I don't think like
No.
you in the middle of the play. I don't think he was like, "All right, you're coming across this drag route.
see
I'm
them
taking out
legs.
your ACL."
It's
Like,
bang
you, like,
bang. I mean,
Exactly. It's bang bang. It's bang bang.
Second guy on the list, I got Jeremy Chin. Dude just isn't getting talked about enough because he was on the Panthers. And injuries last couple seasons, like Kendrick Bourne. But he can be the start of something for a team trying to restart the safety duos. Team for me, Buffalo Bills.
I like it.
You guys will probably hit me with the whole money situation, but he's a Carolina Panther, Buffalo Bills. Bean, I'm sure he can make some magic work, especially for a guy like Jeremy Chin. Third guy, Ryan Tannehill. I know he's coming off that ankle injury that has put him out before in his career, but I think he could be a perfect bridge quarterback and a potential backup role for a rookie quarterback coming to the league. Team fit for me, New England Patriots.
I like that. I think the Patriots are already linked. Also, I mean, they're linked to the backup quarterback, exactly like you said, like a bridge role quarterback. And the one that's been tossed around so far has been Jacoby Brissett, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
There's been a couple.
But I like that. I didn't even think about Ryan Tannehill. I'll jump into mine. Starting off hot. Bryce Huff, defensive end, coming from the Jets. My team that I think he might sign with, the New England Patriots. They're looking for edge rushers. And his projected contract is 3 years, $48 million, and they have money to spend.
Well, they definitely can afford that.
So we'll see what that looks like. But I could see a guy like Bryce Huff heading over to New England as far as pass rushers go. My second one is probably I wasn't sure if he was going to be a free agent, but he is. It looks like he's going to be now. Robert Hunt. I think Robert Hunt's probably one of the best guards in free agency this year. My team that I think he would pair well with would be the San Francisco 49ers. They need offensive linemen out there. I mean, John Feliciano is one of their starting guards, but he played some of his best ball in his career for the 49ers. Robert Hunt's projected contract as of right now is 3 years, $33 million. And then my third and final one is Tyler Boyd from Cincinnati. He's one of those wide receivers that is obviously not being tossed around in that top four as far as free agents go. He's not going to demand the most money. My best fit for him is the Buffalo Bills as a free agent veteran wide receiver for your third/fourth spot. And his projected contract is 2 years, $14 million. So something kind of reasonable that I think the Bills could potentially work out. And I mean, I don't even have to go into depth. I mean, I've told you guys that I want to draft a wide receiver in the first round, and I would like to sign a decent veteran wide receiver, kind of like the Emmanuel Sanders signing a couple years ago. They haven't been able to find somebody to replace that, and I think Tyler Boyd gives you at least a decent chance at somebody that might be able to make something happen there in that kind of role. So that's my three.
Like those.
My three got so fucked up, man.
Not a good week for you.
Can you give us a before and after?
Not a good week.
Yeah, no, not. I had Antoine Winfield, Mike Evans, and then who's the other guy I said?
That corner from
the corner from Detroit. Yeah. So I had to revamp it.
really
You stole one of mine, Robert Hunt.
Okay.
So I Mosh Podge this together here quick. You guys can help me. I actually had Hunter Henry in mind. So what is he? I think he's still 29 years old. Not a bad tight end. I originally had him thinking about the Texans. And, of course, they just locked up Dalton Schultz. So
Yep.
How's my list
Strike
going?
it out, brother.
Dude, I might be a GM low-key. But, yeah, I got – what do you guys think about Hunter Henry? I wasn't able to do my research because,
I can see him. Falcons just released Johnny Smith.
Yeah, they have Kyle Pitts.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I forgot. They don't use him enough to.
They literally don't.
Oh!
They don't. It's bad.
They should just trade him to a team that we use.
Arthur Smith's the worst coach ever.
Hunter Henry.
I think, personally, he's going to find his way back to New England, but.
They're far apart in extension talks right now.
Yeah, but I mean.
Hunter Henry.
He was their top tight end.
He was. Don't they still have Yoseki?
He was a 1 year.
He was a 1 year. I'm pretty sure he's a free agent as well.
Oh, so his best team fit might just be New England then.
It just might be.
They got no tight ends.
Don't got to go too far.
There you go. It's just kind of like the Homer Simpson. Walk out the bush, come right back in. That's pretty much what that is.
All right, man. My second one, got my boy Gabe Davis on there.
Respect.
I think he's probably the top 3 free agent wide receivers now that everybody else got locked up. Yeah. Kind of like, I don't think he's necessarily a 1, but I think he could be a 1A, 1B on an upcoming team. Or what me and Tank think, Gabe Davis is probably a Chief.
Yeah.
Especially with Mike Evans getting signed.
I'll agree.
I think he's going to be a Chief. So
Him and Xavier Worthy. Sheesh.
I'll third that one for sure. I'm not gonna sit here and
I haven't
sugarcoat
seen
that.
Worthy a lot to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I don't know about first round, but
I don't know, man.
I hope
the way
to God
the way
they don't get their hands
teams
on him.
they just love seeing that number come up, the speed, and you know what I mean. So
especially like Andy Reid, he'll be able to fit him somewhere. But
oh yeah,
he'll figure it
100%.
out, yeah.
But Gabe Davis, yeah,
Yeah.
Casey says
Yeah.
Gabe Davis is a Chief. You heard it here first. Or you heard it
Here too.
here too.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
third guy. Got Chris Jones. Him and Snead were both candidates for the franchise tag. I threw him on here just because I think we're so used to him being a Chief and him being that, middle of the defensive line for the Chiefs and that game wrecker. I think there's a plethora of teams that have the cap. Like, I could see him going to the Panthers. I can see him going to the Falcons. I can see him honestly being a Patriot. There's just a handful of teams I can see with cap space that are willing to sign him 2-3 year deal for, well over 50.
God,
So-
I hope not.
Well, I hope not either,
I
but
hope
that's what
not.
I can see.
Oh my God, I hope not.
The last I looked, he was projected on a 1-year deal to be like well over $14.5 million. I don't think the Chiefs are willing to do that. Not
probably,
one bit.
He's probably. I'm not even gonna say he's probably. Well, no, I will. He's probably worth like $20 million to a season. That dude's the best interior defensive lineman.
That's one reason why they keep getting there. You see it in the
Oh,
playoffs,
100%.
The pressure. Two that stand out: the Allen pressure in the fourth quarter, and even the Brock Purdy play later in that game.
Yeah, he's a dog, man. I think he demands well over 14. I think if he signed for 14, that would be light.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But,
Early projection for him. That's all I saw. But
right. But
Kicks off next week.
yeah, free agency. I
That's my
love free agency.
So is tampering period is that Monday then free agency?
Yeah,
that
they
Wednesday?
can
Yeah.
talk. They can be in talks for a couple of days,
That's
and
when
then you
you'll
can't
get-
legally sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
You'll get the poster like
I couldn't remember if it was like
they
if
to
it was-
sign.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it was like in a week break or a couple days. But
It's like what, 72 hours or something like that. There's like a legal tampering
Yeah.
period.
It's my favorite.
Speaking of tampering, boys, can we just talk about it real quick? McCole Hardman and the Chiefs.
Let's get into it. Yeah.
If they don't get a pick taken away, I'm furious. I'm pissed. We saw it happen with the Dolphins with Brady. We've seen it in the past. There's been a handful of times. Something's got to happen.
Yeah,
And I do not want to see a fine. If it's just a
Oh,
fine, I am.
Oh, you know it will.
You
be.
can tell there's some favoritism happening.
they definitely got to take a look into that. It's what did he gave away the game plan to the Jets.
Wasn't even that. He's under contract with the Jets.
Talking to Pat.
Oh,
he's
you're
talking-
talking about
he's talking
yeah.
to
yeah. How's
the
that just kind of
Chiefs.
get?
Talking
How's
to
that just
Pat
kind of
and
flushed
because
under
they won the
table?
Super Bowl and it's the Chiefs. That's
It's just
why
kind of
got
like getting like.
It came out a
tossed
couple
underneath the
weeks
table right
after
now.
the Super Bowl.
I completely forgot about that. Actually, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you.
See what it actually
But I
is.
do remember hearing about the fact that he didn't quite literally say, "Please save me."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So it's right.
bro,
here.
it was your fault that you went there. Like,
Yeah.
it was your idea.
Yeah.
Jets players called them out too.
Like,
Sauce was one of the.
you signed there, bro. You were like, this is gonna be a good idea.
He goes, I was so checked out. I already talked to Chiefs GM Brett Veach, Pat Mahomes, like, come get me. He later
Brad was probably like, what the fuck?
He later backtracked and said he didn't talk to anyone prior to the trade, and the NFL is expected to look into the situation.
Buddy is so lost. Like, just in general, like,
If this shit gets swept under the rug, dude, I'm just so done with it.
I feel like it's gonna. Like,
Oh, 100% it's
I
gonna.
feel like it's not being talked about pretty much at all right now for the most part.
We
And
know why.
Yeah, any other team, that first round pick is already gone.
homie is so lost. He's an idiot. Why is he even talking? Like, even if he did do it, why the fuck would you bring it up?
He tried backtracking through. No.
And then he
Yeah.
backtracks. Buddy didn't even know we caught the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl. Like, he's got no idea what's going on at all times.
Speaking of CTE,
He won't be back either. He's not. He will not be. He will not be a Chief next year. I promise you that.
I doubt it.
I promise you, he will not be a
Yeah,
Kansas
he
City
was
Chief.
hooping in the NBA All-Star Celebrity game.
He was.
He was.
Him and Micah.
He's another receiver that on that free agency list. I don't think they'll bring him back. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So what? They're rocking with Kadarius Toney.
They're signing other receivers and they're signing Gabe Davis and drafting a receiver. they're just in the Bills situation.
Davis
They need more.
They
need more receivers than we need. If I'm being honest with you, at least we got Diggs. I mean, like whatever that's worth. They don't have a Diggs in their offense. I mean, they have Kelsey, but like I'm telling you right now, they need receivers more than we do. Why would they let go of the guy that scored?
Because he didn't do shit until that moment.
So if you listen to him talk. He's okay. Yeah, he caught the game with a touchdown. He was butt naked open, but he's not even the first to read on that play.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. He nope. False.
No,
100%. He said it himself that he was not the first read on that play.
Yeah, 100% is the first read.
100%. He said it himself that he
was
most certainly. I'll pull. Oh, all right. I'll pull up the clip.
We're gonna get a sound bite.
We're gonna get a sound bite because he 100% even said that he is not the first read on that play.
You just called homie, said he had mush brain, and you're gonna listen to him now?
It's the running back. It's 100% the running back, and the running back got chipped at the line by Bosa.
I don't know.
I will put right hand to God 110% in his interview that he mentioned that.
I don't know if he said it, he said it, but that's the same play they ran twice last year.
I was gonna say that's a staple in Andy Reid.
I'm telling you right now. He says.
What was the name of it, bro? What the fuck? It was corn dog or something. That was the name of the play. Bro.
Something like that, yeah.
Corn dog.
Oh, I didn't know.
Now you know.
Learn something new every day.
Andy Reid, what you expect?
Yeah.
Next year we're gonna see nuggies.
They're all like 4 minutes long, bro.
They probably already got one. It's cheeseburger.
I'm telling you right now, he literally says in the interview.
I believe that he said it.
He's like, I'm not the first read. He's like, the running back's the first read. Running back rolls out. Patty throws the ball to him. He drags like a defender out. He throws it to the running back. And the problem is that the defensive end chipped the running back at the line. And then he was the only option there, but he was wide open. I'm not making that up.
I believe you. Just schematically, I would think he's the first read.
I gotta watch this now. I gotta hope that this is the interview. There's so many interviews, dude.
Oh, homie, I wanted you to pull up the play.
Oh, well, I wanted to pull up.
Care about I believe you on the interview. I just wanted to see the play.
Oh, okay. I thought you didn't believe that he said it.
No, I believe you.
Casey's Team John.
Yeah, of course he is.
Wow. Salty, man.
Okay, all right. I can see why. I think Buddy's more lost than I think he's more lost than I thought. I'm actually going to jump on Team John.
Corn dog, baby.
Well, of course he is.
He's more lost than I thought. And now I almost want to watch the interview so you guys can hear him say that. He literally goes and says that he's not the first read. Unless Jerick McKinnon's lost.
I'm going to tell you, if he's not the first read, Jesus Christ himself is the first read. Schematically, it is butt naked either way.
I want to watch this again, bro, because Jerick McKinnon steps up and doesn't even look to the right side of the field. He goes to the left. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. I'm sorry.
You're good, man.
I am sorry.
I'm here to check you, that's all.
I can't even believe that he had the audacity to say he wasn't the first read on that play.
The funny thing was you just got done saying, that dude's mush brain, he got no clue what he's talking about.
Well, yeah.
And then you take his side.
Okay, I'm figuring like he the way he went in depth about the play, I'm like, nah, this sounds about right.
Wow, that team won back-to-back Super Bowls, by the way. Wow.
Maybe 3-peat.
Let's hope
Probably.
not. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be sitting here a year from now talking about what we need to draft to try to beat the Chiefs again. We probably need another corner.
Maybe we fucked up on the receiver last year.
Draft another receiver.
Maybe we gotta get after Pat again. Maybe that's the problem. We're not getting
Go get Aaron Donald.
Best way to beat Patrick Mahomes is just try to score more points than him, man.
Yeah.
There's just no stopping that guy in the playoffs.
Proven.
Or just don't let him get the ball.
Fuck me, Cole Hardman.
Something like that.
Fuck me, Cole Hardman, man.
You want McCole Hardman?
No, fuck him, dude.
Oh. I heard right.
It ain't your fault.
He's a receiver.
He's a mush brain. Dude's an idiot.
Mashed potatoes.
Potatoes. His potatoes in his bag are just mashed.
Oh man.
Man. He can't even like. Jerick McKinnon didn't even like. He went to the left, bro.
I was gonna say I don't remember
He stepped
McKinnon
up.
even having a route.
He stepped up, blocked, and then like went to the left.
That's kind of how I remembered it.
Like
He's probably holding Bosa too. So
Yeah, probably.
I don't even know if he's physically strong enough to hold Bosa. Wow, man, come on, bro. You can't even like help me out, Miko.
Hold on, I
That's
think
so
that's a
funny,
perfect
dude.
example of like when we see reports or whatever, we just
And we
automatically
and we
believe
run
this,
with it.
Yep.
and we don't do our back end research. And you just literally looked at the full clip, and
Clickbait.
that quote was.
It's just not even right.
I think that's a perfect example.
It is a perfect example.
Yeah, that was perfect.
The problem is, and normally if I read something, I tend to put more like less stock into it. Like I'd go out and I'd at least try to find something to back it. But when I physically watch the interview and see it verbatim out of your mouth, and you tell me that you were not the first read on that play, and that the running back was. And the running back quite literally I don't even think he has like even like an option route on that play. Like I don't even think it's like, you know when you play Madden and your running back's route's blue because he blocks at first and he releases? I don't even think he had that on that play.
Yeah.
He didn't have the blue line.
Listen,
He
man.
didn't have a blue line.
That's why
Miko
that's
was
why
the
I
red
checked
line.
you on that.
He was the red line. He was the first read. And Travis Kelce's line was white because
he was a decoy.
he was just
My
on a
man was
decoy.
watching the big screen.
Yeah, he was like-
I mean,
Yeah, he didn't even go out. He was just.
He just did this,
Yeah.
man. He knew.
that's incredible. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, I watched that play
Also,
100 too many times.
sorry, NFL world for taking an hour and 16 minutes to even get on this. I do want to just shout out Jason Kelce, man. Like on the career he had, and I mean that's a big day in the sports world as far as him retiring. I know we kind of all figured it was coming, but he's. I mean,
Very heartfelt and powerful speech. he
it
gave,
was.
man.
It was.
Gave me a little tear.
So-
I had a little tear coming
You
in.
want to hear a sack of potatoes take? I'm sitting on the couch. No, listen to me. This is not about me. I'm
Okay.
I want
Thank God.
I want you to know that I am a Jason Kelce supporter.
Oh
I
my
love the
God,
guy.
I know exactly where you're going.
I'm sitting on the couch, right,
Yeah.
watching his interview, and I'm like, I'm almost like, damn, this is kind of hitting me a little bit, like the way he steps up to the podium, kind of, he's upset, he's crying, and Olivia goes from the other side of the couch. Why is he crying? I'm like, Olivia, he's retiring from all. This is all the guy knows is football, and she's like, well, I mean, wouldn't you just kind of think that like if he was ready to step away from the game that he would just be happy about it? And I'm like, no. The guy physically just doesn't think he can go after it anymore. It's all he's done his whole entire life is play football.
L.
You want to talk about a sack of potatoes kind of.
Yeah.
And
L. Olivia.
Olivia. She's probably not watching.
Fraud.
Oh. Livia.
Oh.
I didn't know how to emphasize the L there, so that was a good.
Olivia.
Yeah, that's a big L.
That was an outtake.
That's a huge L.
That was an
I thought you were
outtake.
gonna say the guy on Twitter that said that he wasn't even a top 5 center of all time.
No,
Did you see that? Or not even a first ballot Hall of Fame. Listed all these reasons,
one
and
of
I was like, yeah, fraud, false.
yeah, that's a guy right
Stupid.
there that does not deserve to sit behind a phone and tweet about somebody's career.
Like, what the fuck?
Because that is one of the best centers to ever do it.
Yeah.
And I got the utmost respect because he's a 6th-round pick. Probably at the time when they drafted him, I'm going to tell you, they didn't even think that he probably had a chance to make the roster. They didn't even spell brother's name right when they drafted him on the tweet. They spelled the name wrong. The fans, if you go on there, if you scroll down long enough, because obviously at first all like the newer tweets are just them getting dogged for spelling his name wrong. But like you go back far, there was no hype around that tweet. Obviously, it's a 6th-round pick. Turns out you guys hit that 6th-round pick. I mean, 100 out of 10. That's a great pick.
And early on, like he even mentioned in that press conference, like the fans wanted him out of town, and he said a lot of people in the organization didn't want him there, but there's one guy in the front office that kept him there, and look how it paid out for him. So he just came back and did his thing.
They would probably draft him in that position 100 times out of 100 times. That's a damn good 6th-round pick.
Yeah.
That's a
First-
damn good 6th-round
First
pick.
ballot.
2029 is when he's eligible.
100%. 2029, I better be hearing that he's going into the Hall of Fame. And then not to mention, he has a pretty nice podcast too that I find pretty entertaining.
They're gold together.
The
Kelsey brothers,
Kelce's,
that is
bro.
pretty gold.
That podcast has single-handedly saved me from hating Travis Kelce.
I've never You've hated him? Is it
I
just because it's the Chiefs?
Okay, I don't throw hate out actually the way the word hate like he does. I dislike
Sat here
Travis
silent for
Kelce.
5 minutes. I've not said a single word.
You've told me you've hated me 3 times today.
I have a fraud counter. You got a hate counter.
I would
dude.
say it's okay if you would have told me throughout the day that you've hated me 3 times. You've told me in the span of an hour and 20 minutes that you've hated me 3 times. So you were gonna sit there and you're gonna let me say.
Didn't even catch that.
Did he say it a 4th time?
Somewhat.
Good, man. Good. Look, he's turning the other way.
Out, brother?
I can't look at his face.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm kidding. All right, go ahead.
We might need a new third, bro.
Go ahead.
Me, I might need to get out of here. I don't know if I'm safe in this room anymore.
You gotta drive home with him.
Oh shit, you fucked. Nice knowing you, pal.
It's all right, man. It's all right. See, I like hanging out with this guy and talking to him. He's a good friend of mine.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Obviously, the feelings aren't reciprocated on
He
on
knows
his
I love
end.
him.
Sometimes. Sometimes I think you hate me.
Oftentimes than not.
More oftentimes than not. First ballot.
What do you got?
First
Is that
ballot.
what you?
First ballot. I mean, absolutely. I don't even remember where I was going with that.
You don't gotta go too far.
Yeah, first ballot. First
Not at
ballot.
all.
Oh no, I don't dislike Travis. I mean, I don't hate Travis Kelce. I don't throw that out. That's what I was
we're
saying.
getting to.
I don't throw that out there
Someone
like
named
that.
Travis and-
I disliked because of the obvious, because of how many times I sat on my couch and was heartbroken because of something the Chiefs did, and then just watching Travis Kelce. But after seeing the way that he talks, like even when we lost to them this past playoffs,
Yeah.
like the way he walked out to him was like, "You guys weren't even supposed to be here," like just respecting Josh like that. I was like, okay, I don't dislike this guy. And then I watch his podcast. I'm like, this is a really entertaining podcast. You're a funny guy. You both, obviously being brothers, you go hand in hand with each other. And it was, I don't dislike. I love Jason Kelce. I love what he brings to the game. I love that. I love when he was at the Bills game, taking his shirt off and then stepping out and getting the fans riled up. I'm all for it. I've never disliked Jason Kelce, but I don't dislike Travis Kelce. Probably I don't love him. I wouldn't be jumping for joy well, if the Bills somehow ever had him. I'd probably be like, damn, that's sick. But I don't hate him.
Got you. I'm with you.
Travis probably hates him.
Do you?
No, I don't hate Travis.
Wow, he doesn't hate Travis Kelce, but he hates his buddy Chris. What a take.
You know, it's when he says stuff like this. News around the AFC East. What the hell are the Dolphins doing? They're going all in on Tua when they can't afford guys like Robert Hunt and Christian Wilkins. They're letting them walk, and they're releasing Emmanuel Ogbah and Xavier Howard, all to pay the 9th best quarterback in the league.
Yep, the fraud quarterback.
What are they doing?
They are gonna make a big mistake by letting one of the better interior defensive linemen walk. Okay, Xavier Howard.
He's up there in age.
He's up there in age. He's
expected.
still serviceable. He's still a very solid corner.
Can't blame the Dolphins for that move.
Right, but letting a guy like not Xavier Howard, letting a guy like Christian Wilkins go, that right there is I don't necessarily think is a good thing by any means.
That's probably the heart and soul of your defense.
Yeah. They did also just release
Jerome Baker. Yes.
Jerome Baker gone.
That was further down my list.
And
'cause it was
all
so
of
good.
this, you're right to pay the 9th best quarterback in the NFL, Tua. Okay, yeah, he's.
Oh, it's like the 9th best quarterback in the AFC.
Oh, was that not your
I thought
9th?
that was a tweet. I thought the tweet was.
I thought it said in the NFL.
But
Oh,
There's not a lot of quarterbacks in the NFC right now.
yeah, I'd go 9th best in the AFC.
yeah, you got Josh, Joe, Pat.
I'd put Stroud above him.
I put Stroud.
That's fair.
100%.
Lamar.
Lamar, Aaron Rodgers when he's healthy.
I'd
Yeah.
put him above him.
So you're 8, 9 in the AFC East. Or AFC East. Sorry,
Damn, he
AFC.
just put
Kyle Allen.
Josh Allen, Kyle Allen, Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. Holy shit.
You know what?
Mac
It's
Jones.
news around the AFC.
Jarrett
East.
Stidham.
Funny thing is,
Damn.
yeah. I don't get it.
You wearing swim trunks?
No, they're
Oh, okay.
shorts.
All right, my bad.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm glad. Let everybody
Pay
go.
him.
Pay him, please.
221 million.
Yeah, something
Pay him.
ridiculous.
212. I'm hearing.
Lock him up for 5-6 years. Yeah.
Please, dude. I will play him 5 or 6 more years. I will be glad that he's the
I'm
quarterback
happy about
coming up
it.
here. Exactly. Oh, my
I also
God.
see
We can all agree on something.
dude, they're looking like
Tank missed it. All 3 of us agreeing on something.
What was that?
That the Dolphins better pay Tua.
Yeah.
So give him 5-6 years. And Buffalo Bills fans are happy.
100%. It ain't even looking like they can get something done with Waddle yet either.
No.
Which I know they got another year for that, but I mean,
We got Holland coming up.
Yeah, they're going to be in an interesting spot, too.
They're not retaining Van Ginkel's hitting the free agent market, and
I
think he'll be a hot name.
He was a key piece for them.
like Baker.
he was.
Baker getting released today. When he's healthy, he's a serviceable middle linebacker.
Don't forget too, Jalen Ramsey's on the short end of his career too.
Yeah.
You could argue that this could be a huge draft for them.
It could be, and not to mention
Finally getting a first-round pick.
they're gonna be
Right.
behind their defensive line going into next year is not gonna be healthy. Like they're gonna be without Chubb for the majority of next season. They're gonna be without
Phillips.
for the majority of next season.
They got
You
Zach
already
Sealer, and that's it.
you're already gonna and I'm pretty sure he's either going on his last year or he'll be in his second season.
I think he'll get a pretty.
I'm pretty sure he has a 3-year contract with the Dolphins. I think he's going into his second season with them, or is he going into his third season? But anyways,
Something like that. Yeah.
anyways, he'll be either out of there or need an extension soon. We've already spent a couple minutes on the fact that Wilkins is going to test free agency.
He's about to get paid.
He's gonna get a bag.
I mean, and the fact that that's the guy to pay right there. Like he's the heart and soul of your defensive line, if, like you said, and really your defense at this point. And you're going to let him walk, and so your defense is kind of looking like it's going to be Swiss cheese. And you're going to pay a quarterback that we just established is pretty much like the 8th or 9th best quarterback in his conference. And I would be arguing the fact that a name that we left out of our list, Justin Herbert, is a better
100%.
quarterback than Tua.
100%.
So
who the Dolphins should have taken. I think.
I don't disagree.
Dolphins fucking stink.
The Dolphins are frauds.
They fucking stink.
They stink. I love the Dolphins hate.
They
Like
fucking
I love that
stink.
on the podcast we don't really hate on the Jets that much. We don't really hate on the Patriots that much, but the Dolphins, they fucking stink.
Fuck them. Fuck them. It was their fans this year because we were behind them the whole
Yep.
fucking year, and they still somehow lost. They fucking stink. Stinky poo poo buns.
It's just the Bills division every year, and they just play in it.
They lost to Deontay Hardy,
Yeah.
essentially.
Fraud.
Yeah, poo poo. They stink.
I'm gonna have to retire my Deontay Hardy jersey probably.
No, 100%. He's gone.
Whoops.
Yeah, got to make room for Brian Thomas Jr. coming in.
I like it, dude. If you think for a second that what number does Brian Thomas wear? 11.
That's Neighbors.
Oh, damn it.
Neighbors is 8, I think.
8.
Is Brian Thomas 11?
He might be 11.
Wait a second, fellas. Wait a second.
Hey, a little
I might
duct
have
tape
a-
we can do.
I might have a chance to save my jersey.
I'm sure. Where'd you get it from?
I got like a jersey plug kind of guy.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, maybe duct tape will do.
he's number 11.
Oh?
He's number 11.
Wait till he takes number 0.
Nah, I won't be mad
don't
about
do that. Bring Naeem back.
I'll just if it's number 0 or number 1, I'll just buy it. I'll just buy his jersey.
That's what I'm
still
right
still
there.
buying his jersey. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not the type
I'm
of
right
guy.
there.
I'll do it for the meme.
Bro, if you bought
I gotta
Deontay
have
Hardy,
it.
you gonna buy anybody else.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Other
on
than Deontay Hardy's extended family, I'm probably the only one in Buffalo that had a Deontay Hardy jersey,
Good chance.
and I probably
How
won't.
much was it?
So I get
Man,
my
we're just exposing this
so
plug.
my plug.
It's a Deontay.
I try to get my I
Man,
try to get my plug a little bit
you gotta-
of light.
You got
He gets
You don't have to.
his jerseys. I usually go 3 for $75.
it's a good deal.
3 for $75, 4 for $120.
That's a good deal.
Might have to get me in.
He
That's what I'm saying.
They just take
Yeah.
they take forever. You
70
guys see my jerseys when I wear them. They don't look terrible or anything like that. They just take forever to get to my house.
It'd be like that.
So like it's like a 4 or 5 week kind of waiting process
That's
after I
okay.
order it. And like I said, when you buy jerseys in bulk,
Order it right
like
after the draft.
they get cheaper. So that's where I've gotten all of my jerseys as of late. Like the only jersey that I have that's not from him, and I didn't even buy it, was my dad got me a Matt Milano jersey for Christmas one year, and he got it from the Bills Stadium, and that's the only jersey I have that's not from my buddy at this point. They're good quality. I mean, even as far as like the throwbacks, I wear like the Kelly and the Andre Reed. My Bruce Smith from a couple years ago, I bought from a store too, because that's a Mitchell and Ness jersey. So that one's like kind of a little bit of a nicer one out of all my jerseys, but.
Much better quality than them damn MLB jerseys.
Yeah.
Boy, what are they doing?
Ooh, yeah.
They fucked up.
That's
They
Fanatics,
fucked up
right?
Bad Fanatics.
Yeah, Fanatics is out here.
Hey,
We
wanna
out here
see
seeing-
dingers, not dongs.
Dude, we out here seeing testes.
Oh, yeah, we are.
I can't wait till someone slides. Them things are ripping.
I think they're gonna go on a stand and like have a strike and just go commando the whole season, just to embarrass.
Just a cup?
Nothing.
Let's go.
Nothing. Oh, man, can't even protect the jewels.
Nope. I mean, they don't wear them anyway. Fuck.
Too
Hey,
bad
you're
all the
fine.
too bad when all the white guys get up to bat. Poor guys.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, guys, come
You
on.
elaborate
Chill
a
out with the
little bit, or-
whites, man.
You know how it is, man. Everybody at the table gets it. We all get it.
You're hopping on Travis's boat that he was on last week.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Travis almost got the BillsAholic pod canceled.
He tried.
Yeah, he was on one. I don't know what he was.
I'm
I don't
sitting
know.
there with
I got
Olivia.
no explanation.
And you got it blasted, like we're in the car, and all of a sudden here, the what? I was like, bro, am I watching like a documentary from the 1950s in like the South? What is this? Are you talking about?
Did you guys laugh?
I died laughing. I was like, oh my god, is he talking about like drinking fountains? Like which ones you're allowed to use? Like what are we talking about here, bro?
I almost put in
Like-
I almost put like a screen filter, like a black and white screen filter.
This
on
guy,
it.
this guy's the racist one.
I didn't go that far.
I thought we were talking about some documentary about like segregation, bro.
Can you cut part of the
Oh my
podcast? Can you cut it?
You need to cut your part.
I don't know. This is live, brother. This is live television.
Okay, what I said is not bad.
Brother,
What
you
is he-
started it.
I was gonna say. What I said happened. That's history. We can't take that back.
You know what
I'm
else
talking
hap-
about history.
You know what else happened in that podcast?
Oh boy.
What?
Probably I'm willing to go top 2 moment of the BillsAholic pod.
And it ain't two.
You know,
And it most definitely ain't 2.
you know, we called him out for the whole whites thing, and then about 10 minutes later, he rolled back into it again somehow. He got himself back into it. He said it again, like.
He said, I would love to have Cooper DeJane on our squad.
Really representing the whites. That's what he said.
Thank you, brother.
Oh my god, dude.
Travis, dude.
BillsAholic pod canceled before it
Officially.
got going.
It was a hell of a season.
Another news around the AFC East. Jets giving Wilson permission to seek a trade, but we know teams aren't going to be interested, so they have to tie a draft pick with it or eat some of his money. That's the only way he'll be traded, is if they tie a draft pick with it and eat some of that money.
Oh, I feel bad because John is getting tired over there.
He stinks.
We're gonna hate on Zach Wilson for a couple minutes. We don't even need to go into the Zach Wilson hate because the guy poor guy just does it to himself.
He stinks.
Like it's bad enough you can't keep Zach Wilson around your mother because he might. You know what I'm saying? Like
Keep him as far away as possible.
keep him as far away as possible. Want nothing to do with him on the Buffalo Bills organization. I saw something that like they were like, well, he'd be a good back. Nope. Good backup quarterback. He comes in, brother. We're losing. He can't even. That guy.
Everyone's losing their mom.
We're losing our moms. We're losing a football game. I'm gonna lose my sanity. Give me Mitchell Trubisky back as the backup quarterback at this point, bro.
Holy.
I don't know if you want to do that.
Mitchell Trubisky is a better backup quarterback than Zach Wilson will ever be in his life.
I think we should draft a quarterback this year in the later rounds.
Yeah, give me.
I think we should just hope and pray Josh Allen never gets hurt. That's my plan.
I'm with that too, but you still need to have a backup quarterback on the roster just in case. Give me
Sam-
Kyle Allen back.
Sam Hartman.
Sam, Martin.
I'm in.
Oh yeah, you're
Man,
Notre Dame.
I'm
I
in.
forgot,
Man, Sam Martin.
Some sweet hair.
Okay.
Hartman.
Oh, I thought we said Sam Martin. I
I
thought you guys
said
were saying
Sam
like the
Martin.
punter
Nah,
coming
no,
in.
no.
I was joking.
Oh, okay. I'll take that. I'll take if we're actually literally talking about bringing in like a rookie as a back. Okay, I'm with that. Like
He's expected to go day 3, right?
He
Probably.
might go undrafted. That dude kind of stinky, but
you know what quarterback I like that at Notre Dame?
Get drafted because of his hair.
That one that plays for the Saints now.
Ian Book.
Ian Book.
He was stinky doo-doo too. We haven't had a good quarterback in ever.
Doesn't mean I can't like him a little bit.
Why do you like Ian Book?
Yeah.
I remember watching I don't watch college football very often. What?
Is it because of his skin color?
Oh my god.
Oh, bro, come on, man.
Everything
Holy shit.
comes
What is it
back.
about Ian Book?
Chill out. He's the one about the skin color.
That's true.
I am just saying I can appreciate the fact that I happened to catch one Notre Dame football game before
What was it, you know?
were they in the playoffs a couple
They
of
were playing a team with the white jerseys,
Yeah.
probably.
yeah, it was one of those did they play Clemson or something like that?
Oh, the
They got absolutely shit out.
the one that got dog walked.
Yeah, and I was like, that quarterback right there, I like.
You know what's funny? The week
He played with heart.
The week before, they go into 800 fucking overtimes, and we somehow miraculously win, and then we get dog walked.
I
Which
watched
was
that.
supposed to happen. It was
I watched that game. Weren't they playing to go to the national championship?
something like that.
Yeah, you see.
I don't even remember them in the
Yeah.
playoff.
I kind of knew what was going on a little bit.
No, it was actually to make the.
To
Pretty much, it was whoever won was making the playoffs.
okay.
We got dog walked like bad.
I did catch that. I caught
so,
that whole entire
yes,
game.
Clemson
the
went
entirety. And then I was like, I just don't really
Ian
like watching
Book,
college
huh?
football. I just think he's. Oh, I was like,
Played with Kyron Williams. That was a Kyron Williams team.
yeah. So
Kyle Hamilton.
you can't. I think let's just appreciate the fact that I even know who that is.
I do appreciate that, actually. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. Ian Book.
And it
Didn't
has
the Bills
nothing.
wash him too.
It has nothing to do with the skin color at all, man. Just the fact that I think he's just a cool guy. Notre Dame Crunch game was a lot better than a missed field goal versus Georgia for my boys.
That's the guy who gets in college football is Casey.
Casey, a OSU guy. Fuck
Me
them.
too, brother. I'm right there with you, Casey.
Fuck you too.
Whoa!
Sorry about it.
Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Casey's an
These guys are
OSU
mean,
kind
man.
of guy. As long as you ain't a Michigan fan, right?
Oh,
Okay.
No,
this guy
Ohio
goes.
State, come on,
Okay,
brother.
my bad. I just.
These guys are mean, man. You're saying fuck you. He.
Well, John took it back.
You a Michigan?
Oh, he took it back.
He took it back.
You a Michigan fan?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. We're
Yeah,
cool then. I don't care.
Took it
No,
back.
there was somebody on the plane that was a Michigan fan on the way back to Buffalo.
should've
They were talking about
hit him in
college
the
football
head.
with each other, and I was just kind of like, I'm like waiting behind him because like I'm
Yeah.
trying to deboard the plane, right? And I'm sitting there. I'm like, come on, bro, let's walk. Let's walk. We don't need to talk to the flight attendant about Michigan football. Michigan football just lost their head coach and their
Cheating
quarterback.
son of a guns.
And then the guy behind him's like, well, I'm an Ohio State fan. The
OH.
Michigan.
Hey, Casey, OH.
The Michigan fan looks at him and goes like, "You guys bought all your athletes and your players." I'm like, "No, let's walk." I got no idea what's going on right now.
What's this
No
guy?
idea what's going on right now. Would you strangle a bird for?
What?
Who is this?
He deleted
He deleted a comment.
Oh, it got retracted. He pretty much just asked if you'd get a tattoo on your dong. That's what I got from that.
No.
Sub alert.
Yeah, so you guys must have a filter on your messages.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
That was the whole gist of that comment. I read it fast. So.
All right. Well, sweet. So, ink on your bird. That's what that meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I follow. Where were we at? In the conversation?
Lost me.
We're
I mean,
You lost
pretty
me.
easy to lose yourself after that.
yeah. Right. We were talking about the college football argument in front of me. Bro,
Dude, what kind of fans are you guys bringing in? Jeez.
I'm gonna answer.
We're
gonna
pretty
say
toxic
No.
on our show. We don't even have that. I'll be honest.
We never had this guy.
Well, I mean, are
comment.
you guys gonna?
I already said I'm not getting any ink on my
okay.
ink on my bird.
I was just wondering.
I'm okay on
Is this
that.
guy real? Is
He
he
went
actually,
out to ask. We might as well
Is he
answer
real?
it.
Is he watching the podcast?
you
Are you
click
still here? Sub alert? Like,
Can you look at his profile?
I'm opening it in the next tab because no, you can't even do that.
are you still here?
maybe we
Sub
can
alert?
listen.
Like,
I don't want to ruin the stream though. I never done.
yeah. Well,
No, you couldn't. I just clicked it. Yeah, I can't go to his page.
All right, sub alert. I don't even know if that guy's real, man.
We'll look him up after.
All I know is John, to answer your question is no.
I figured.
No, I'm gonna because first off, I have so many questions about what that process would kind of be like that
He's got 13 subscribers.
I'm not really
You got any
comfortable with
videos?
getting
I don't
that
even
done.
know what type of content he got.
Some anime.
Oh,
makes
sounds
sense.
about right. Yeah. All right.
Sorry, Brother Brandon, if you're listening. I know he likes anime. But...
Wow. That'll just take right away from a football conversation.
All right, what do we dive?
So, all right, other AFC's news.
Well, no, I'm kind of upset I didn't get a IO from Casey, so I mean that shows our ties there. But
He
He
says,
did
tank
say
my,
tank my boy.
yeah,
my new
but
boy.
After that, I said, "Oh wait," he didn't say it back.
Oh, damn.
So he
Damn.
might be lying.
No, he's
tough.
not lying.
Okay,
He's OSU.
That's your boy.
Yeah,
I'll
he's
take it.
OSU through and through,
I'll take
man.
your word for it.
Yeah, I mean,
And I hear it every time they dog Notre Dame.
That's right.
to speak on, wow, to speak on that conversation that was in front of me in the airplane,
Oh yeah, that's right.
like grabbing their carry-ons out the carry-on little thing, and I'm like standing there. I'm like, come on, let's go, dude. I've been on an airplane for like 17 hours, dude. Let's get this proverbial train moving.
There you go.
There you go. Yep.
All right, I'll say IO.
And and him, the flight attendant, the guy behind him, they're all having a college football argument. And I could just not be less interested. I was a little interested because it was a football argument. I'm like, ooh, wow, this is kind of cool to not be in one, but to be able to sit and watch one live. I was like,
Sort of like listening to a podcast.
live, bro, like in person. One day, maybe the BillsAholic will do one of those in person, but I don't know. Travis might have us banned from all locations that we'd be able to do that
You
at.
don't want any of those commenters going to that show.
Nope. Can you imagine somebody in the crowd? Hey, yo, would you get ink on your bird? Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that guy's just not real.
I don't think so.
He's not. I would almost guarantee he's probably not subbed to the BillsAholic pod.
Might be.
Troll account.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Probably a troll account. It's probably like Courtney or something with the anime
A burner.
with a little
Burner.
troll account.
Yeah, I get you.
It's Casey's burner.
That's Casey's burner.
Casey, Super Bowl 59, Lil Wayne.
All right.
I didn't get a chance to shout that out. I don't know. I mean, thoughts around the rumor. You guys, from what I understand, think that that's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Definitely.
If it happens,
It's all about revenue.
if it happens, that's my favorite Super Bowl halftime show in quite some time.
Let's get what Casey wants. He's got to get in the shower, he says. Who's the man time?
Who's the man? All right, our fans dictate what we do and when we do it. I like it. Shout out to Casey. All right. I'm not starting. I want to ease into this and sit back and let you guys.
I'll go first.
All right, here
I'll
we go.
first. He played at the University of Florida. Drafted in the 5th round of the 2013 NFL Draft by the Miami Dolphins. He played for the Dolphins 2013 to 2014, Cardinals 2015, Bills 2015-2016, Patriots 2017, Saints 2018. He wore numbers 23, 35, and 25 in his NFL career. He has 16 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown in his career.
I missed the whole thing. I ain't gonna cap.
Can you just say the teams again?
John's got
Dolphins,
the phone.
Cardinals, Bills, Pats, Saints.
I'm gonna take it. I gotta guess. Oh, I can show you. I forgot.
Yeah.
He's back.
Him.
I ain't got a clue.
Him.
What'd you get it on?
I kind of got it on the team that he started with, and then the team. Like I always focus on the team that they play. If they have a team after the Bills, I like to focus on the team they went to after the Bills.
That's a good starting point.
And
What's his name?
you when you gave away the numbers, gave it away because I know which one he wore with the Bills.
I think that's the only time he wore that number.
Yeah.
Because it was probably LaShawn McCoy was here.
Yeah.
35.
35.
Christian Wade was 45.
I know he played with Tyrod Taylor.
I got nothing.
And I wanted the Bills to bring him back. I was pounding the table for it.
I liked him. I liked when he was on the field. John's overthinking. Casey says.
I don't.
Am I?
No, I don't.
It's not. He's not a big name guy for the Bills, but you might be.
The only person I know that wore 35 was Mike Tolbert. That's literally all I got.
Okay.
Just don't look at it.
Guess?
Just don't give it away in the comments, Casey.
I already did him. The only other person I can think is what's his face, Mike. Fucking Gillisley. That's all I can think.
You guys got it.
It's Mike Gillisley.
Got drafted in 2014.
Yeah, he played for the Dolphins.
2013, 14.
2013. Yeah.
That's where we got him from. Yeah, that's where we got him from.
I never made the correlation that he was already 26, 7 when he was on the Bills.
Yeah, and then he went to the Patriots after.
How do you spell Gillisley? I put Gillisseee.
Oh, I put Gillislee. Close enough, probably.
Mississippi.
I had no Gillisley. That's all I
I'm kind of hyped for mine this week.
Oh, you going?
I was telling you, I'll go real quick. I told him, because I did this in the car as well, because I'm not going to lie to you.
You've been home all day.
I know, but I forgot, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot. I just forgot.
When
I'm at work, I have like a segment. I have like a segment of my work day where I'm like, this is the time of the day I'm gonna get this done.
Oh, okay, got you.
Not being at work threw me off. All right. Number 1, drafted in the 3rd round of the 2005 NFL Draft by the St. Louis Rams at the time. He went to college at Nebraska and Oregon. He made the Pro Bowl 4 times in his career. He had 2 stints with the Bills, once in 2009 and the other one 2015 to 2017. He allowed 10 total sacks in his career for the Bills between both stints. And I'll give you a 6th thing. He's known for a very bad situation with the Miami Dolphins.
Wait, am I overthinking? I might be.
I might be overthinking too.
No way. Him and Travis would get along very well.
What do you mean by that?
Why?
I'll have to let you know after after my segment.
Is this something I did?
After my turn's done, I'll let you guys know.
Oh, brother.
Don't look too much into it, but you'll laugh when I tell you.
Did I do this in real life?
No, but you're gonna laugh when I tell you. Just if you got something.
Because we played flag football together, and I was.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. Just focus on the.
Just getting worried.
You're right, Travis.
I had Richie.
It's Richie.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
That's why my face is so concerned.
Well, do you remember how he got pegged as like being kind of racist for the Dolphins? Travis, remember the whole whites thing?
How is that?
Him and Travis go hand in hand.
How does that correlate?
Him and Travis go hand in hand. That's Travis' starting guard for his all-white team.
Travis.
We're just going down a sinkhole, boys.
How does that correlate?
We got to get out of this.
I understand, but I'm
Definitely before the season for sure.
Yeah, we got to get out of this sinkhole, man.
Travis has got us deep into
we
it.
got to help you, brother.
Yeah.
We got to get you to some like therapy or something.
Something, dude.
Remember, it's
Getting out of hand.
I haven't said it once this podcast.
Now you're getting compared to Richie? Oh, my God.
Travis's NFL comparison.
Oh.
Dude, you're lacking like 200 pounds.
I gotta get my weight up.
He's just not lacking somewhere else.
Jesus Christ.
We just keep getting.
I'm rolling, boys, because it's getting out of hand.
Yes, sir.
Bring it back, John. Reel it in.
Hey, North Dakota State.
Got it. No, I'm kidding, bro.
Cody Mock.
I was about to say.
That's the only North Dakota State guy I've ever.
Second round of the 1991 draft by the Buffalo Bills.
All right.
Played for the Bills from 91 to 2001. Hold on, let me cook. Third on the Bills' all-time sack leaderboard with 61.5 sacks, and he is a part of the Wall of Fame.
I'm not gonna probably know this.
You go to the stadium every home game.
He's like, I don't look at the wall.
Look at the wall.
I look at the field.
Wow, what a beautiful wall.
the last one?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hate on Travis
Well,
week again.
You guys know that the top 2 sack guys.
Yep.
Well, we've gone over
The
it.
third one.
We've remember the second one. I was like, ooh, wow, really? When
Yeah.
that happened, it's Bruce, and then the second one is it's not Chris Kelsey, it's
Schobel.
That's and I was like, and for some reason in my head I thought it was Chris Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
Third.
And it's this guy.
Yep. Okay, let me cook.
Happens to be on the Wall of Fame.
Let me cook. See, unlike him, Travis is probably thinking, Jerry Hughes.
I just get attacked.
I'm like.
Hey, Chris gets it every week, man. He's got to dish it out sometimes.
Thank you.
He hasn't been here like a month.
Okay.
He's fine. He
Bro,
can get
even-
over it.
You guys were dogging me the last couple of weeks, man. I mean, like I was like, man, we had the convertible down. I should just throw this phone, man. The way these guys are
I'm
treating
glad
me.
you didn't do that.
Yeah, man. I had no thoughts of doing that. The good news is when you're that far away, it's just a click of, all right, fuck these guys, man, being assholes to me.
What's some good cab services around here?
Uber?
You might need one.
I'll just go sleep over at John's house tonight
All right.
with the cats, man. Sorry, I'm kind of got off track there.
Yeah, maybe you should shut the
Man, you.
hell up.
Maybe we need to take this to Wii Boxing or something, bro.
Something,
Jesus Christ.
dude. These dudes are brutal today.
I'll just hit
He
his
wore number 90.
I'll just hit his knee.
That's not nice, man.
You right one?
That's not nice. My right one, that would hurt.
He wore number 90.
Oh my gosh, dude! Why is this gonna piss me off, dude? You're gonna say I know the name. And especially seeing because I just watched Four Falls of Buffalo on Netflix the other day, and they didn't spend time talking about him like that, but you see him in there because they go over highlights and stuff like that. I'm angry. I'm such an idiot, dude.
I'm gonna have to get off of the sack leaderboard, man.
Apparently, I don't really pay too much attention to the sack leaderboard.
You pulled Schobel out of your ass.
This is gonna piss me off though because I can picture.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I go to the games almost every home game too. I don't know who it is.
That's cool. So it might just be me. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Maybe because I only go once a year, like to take it all in.
Maybe.
Yeah. Damn.
I don't know, man.
What do you say?
I believe he says. Casey says John stumped me, man. I thought he was gonna go 3 for 3.
Nothing, boys.
That's all I got.
Dude,
No.
Yeah, I don't know that.
was Travis's like? Was it
It was a Wall of Fame member. It was Ted Washington.
How the fuck did you pull that out your ass?
I'm actually more impressed that he pulled that out than.
Maybe he gets half a point for that.
No.
I mean, holy shit! I
I'm
would have never even
impressed.
said that.
I am impressed.
Dude, what's this guy's name, dude?
Man.
Can't tell you.
That's the point of the game. Almost the guy I said I'm pretty sure is like a Catching Predators TV show. Chris Hansen. What's his name? Is it
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Phil Hansen?
It's Phil Hansen.
God damn it.
Phil Hansen, yep.
Almost said Chris Hansen. That's not the right guy.
Not quite. Not quite.
Close.
Phil Hansen.
Yeah. I'm kind of more impressed that you pulled Ted What made you think Ted Washington?
Who the fuck is Ted Washington? Can I look him up real quick?
I am too, just because
I don't even think he played from 1991 to
No, he was earlier.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's in like the 40s, isn't he?
Holy shit.
He's 55.
55, my bad.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, it is. He wore number 92.
Can you see that from over there?
I can see the shape for sure. Yeah.
You know, hey man, you were in the ballpark. You're in the ballpark.
How'd you know about this guy?
He's a fan.
Theodore Washington Jr.
Yeah.
I've heard his
Played
name.
for the Bills between 95
I can't wait to
And
do
2000.
Theodore Washington in the future, and these guys are gonna be sitting here like,
They're not gonna know.
where he had 1 interception and 19 and a half sacks for the Bills. And Travis was like,
that's the guy.
Theodore Washington.
Teddy Washington.
Oh my God. I didn't even know. I quite literally couldn't even have told you.
I did.
I couldn't even have told you that guy existed.
I know he was on the Wall of Fame.
That's impressive, Travis.
Name all.
That is impressive.
Oh, I couldn't do that, but really, it's the coaches and the was there they got
Not too
like a
many.
GM up there too.
Napoleon. Yeah.
Napoleon, Marv's up there.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph.
O.J. Simpson.
OJ.
Are we actually doing this?
I might as well keep going.
The Lamalier, how do you say that?
Joe DeLamiere.
The Lamalier's up there.
Jim Kelly.
Jim Kelly,
Bruce
Thurman,
Smith.
Bruce,
Thurman. Andre Reed. Daryl Talley.
Tasker.
Tasker.
Kyle Williams.
Not yet.
Not
Yeah,
quite.
well, he will be.
He 100% deserves
Ted
I'm
Williams.
thinking that he had
Ted
the-
Williams.
Hanson's up there.
Hanson.
Now we know.
Is Bill Polian up there?
Yeah,
Did
we
say
got
that?
him.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah.
We got him, Marv, and
Oh,
Ralph.
so we did the big 90s.
Yeah.
I don't really think.
I'm trying to really stretch back.
Obviously, Bruce, did we mention?
Would
We got Bruce.
Would Joe Ferguson be up there? Jack Kemp?
Jack Kemp should be up there, if I had to guess.
Little impromptu
James
trivia.
Is James Lofton up there or no? Probably not.
No.
Not that I remember.
God, no.
All right.
I think we pretty much got it covered. I mean,
There's a lot. There's
Abramowski.
Oh, I've seen that on the
Got
wall before.
got him. Ooh. How the fuck you go with that one? We got Albert.
Come on, Albert
Haven't
Dubinian.
heard of him.
shout out to being on the wall.
Edgerson, Joe Ferguson. Ooh, we've got Cookie Gilchrist.
Cookie Gilchrist.
That's one I couldn't.
One of the
Hanson.
best Bills of all time, man. Cookie
I think
Gilchrist.
me or you said Kent Hall.
It's probably you. Wasn't me. I know.
Robert James.
Billy
Bob
Shaw.
Kalsu.
Billy Shaw.
Jim Kelly got Kemp. Levy. McGroder. He was the GM I was thinking of, McGroder.
Okay.
Van Miller.
Brandon Bean will be up there one day.
Polian. Andre Reed.
Van Miller up there,
Richter.
You just
Alright,
named
just
him.
said
Good
it.
point.
but Von Miller, not up there.
Lou Saban.
Maybe.
Josh Allen?
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Yeah, they're gonna.
Josh Allen might
Got
get.
all these.
He ever wins the Super Bowl, Josh Allen probably just gets its own wall.
Oh, we forgot about the 12th man.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Of course,
Forgot about
obviously.
ourselves.
Well, obviously.
that's because that's just how Buffalo is, man. Never giving themselves any credit.
Okay.
Hard working, blue collared city.
Alrighty then.
Shout out Bills Mafia,
Okay.
my people.
You think they're gonna end up switching it to the Bills Mafia at the new one? So
I hope
12
hope
man?
not. I hope not. 12th man's just. We were like the first 12th man.
Overused. Let's go Bills Mafia.
Why not? That's Seattle's thing anyway.
That was okay, but it was the 12th man was the Bills thing before Seattle was even like relevant.
They won a Super Bowl with it, so we kind of have to give it up.
We do have to give it up. They earned it.
Let's go Bills Mafia. Throw it up there on the Wall of Fame.
So say like some team somehow takes Bills Mafia from us, and then
Well, if they do that, then we're fucked, dude.
and then they're like, we won a Super Bowl,
Yeah,
so
we're
we get
fucked.
that.
And that's a lawsuit.
Yeah,
it is a lawsuit. You're right. It's patent.
Yeah.
Bills Mafia. I'm with that. Actually, 12th man was like the thing in the 90s, But like maybe we need to get out. Maybe we would win a Super Bowl if we would just get out of the 90s.
That's a good point, maybe.
Like I'm not saying forget about Jim Kelly and Bruce Smith and Andre and all, but maybe just like like how nobody really talks about like the 70s and the 80s Bills. It's just
Okay.
Just stop. We'll drop the 12th man. We'll put Bills Mafia. We'll focus on just the up and coming future, and
That's right.
we'll
Okay.
leave behind the past Bills and wide right and stuff like
Okay.
that. Yeah, you
Well,
sound.
we have a new wide right, so
That's why I wanted to leave it behind.
we have a new one.
Okay, but I'm leaving it behind as soon as we put the Bills Mafia thing up there. Everything that happened before that moment does not matter to me.
Oh boy. Alrighty.
That's the first time. I'm not gonna lie. Every time you say Bills Mafia, that's the first time I've heard someone say Mafia like that.
Bills Mafia.
Oh, I can't stand.
Now you said it different.
I can't stand
Bills
the way
Mafia?
he says it, but I never say anything. So I'm like, I
How do
ain't
you
gonna.
say it?
Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
Maw. There's a maw in there. Like he's saying moth.
Mafia. The Bills Mafia.
Mafia.
Now you're like putting
Mafia.
emphasis on it.
The Bills Mafia.
Mafia, but it's
Mafia.
okay.
Mafia.
Potato.
Dude, stop with the potato shit, dude.
It's a saying, you dickwad.
I heard it.
Gee,
Dude, this is just.
fuck. I was cool with you until you just said that.
You might need to change the logo to him and John.
I was on your side almost all day until you came at me with the potato. I was just going potato.
I get it. It was to be funny because that's all we talk about is potatoes. Damn it.
You should have
Okay,
said
my
tomato,
bad.
tomato.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Tomato,
with
tomato.
There you go.
That would have been perfect.
Fuck this damn dude.
Wow.
And they both turned on you.
All I got is ding.
I ain't throwing out no H word, man.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
Yeah, nope.
Hate's a strong word.
Yeah.
It
Well,
really
you've
is.
only said it 8 times.
I know. I take it back. It is a strong word.
Just like McCole Hardme, just took it back.
I'm not
Maybe I
taking.
have a
I'm
much
not.
brain too. I'm sorry.
I'm not accepting it.
I'm not accepting.
I'm not accepting his take backsies.
Ooh, he said you have to give up a first-round pick.
Good.
No.
No take. No
Not for
take.
that knee.
No take backsies, man.
Glad we settled that.
That's settled.
No take backsies. Man, what an interesting podcast.
It's the off season, man.
It is the off season. It feels like the off season. I'm excited for the draft coming up, free agency. Hopefully, we can actually talk about that without dogging each other. Probably not.
Probably not.
That'll be a new week.
It's the inevitable, man. It's gonna happen.
We'll find something new.
Yep, you guys will throw me right on the ground, kick me, stomp on me, spit on me,
Wow.
tell me you hate me.
Wow.
John, you're only doing like not even like 2% of that.
Wow, I
Just-
didn't think I stomped on you, spit on you, or
90
kicked you, but
98% of that's from him.
I might have like flicked you in the forehead.
Boink.
Yeah, that's the 2%.
Kick
Oh,
him in his
okay.
knee.
There we go.
98% of it is
I would just kick you in your knee.
this guy.
I know it's your weak point. So.
Thank God your bad knee's on that side.
I know it's got.
Thank God.
It's got some protection on it. It's got some protection on it. But
Brutal.
I can't even say Bills Mafia anymore.
Like, it's been, like, I think about it every single week that I come here, and it's been since last September, and I was like, okay, I just got to bring it up.
What do you guys want me to say?
Just Mafia.
Mafia?
Mafia,
Yeah, there you
yeah.
go.
Mafia?
Mafia,
That's
yeah.
what that's what it is.
MAF.
I
Maf.
know how Bills Mafia is spelled. I just don't
You're
like
doing
saying
good so far. You're doing
My
you're
bad.
doing-
Mafia.
You're doing good.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Like, where does it stem from? Like, Mafia.
I don't know. Saying,
So you've noticed it though, right?
saying
This
Mafia.
whole time.
Okay.
This whole time.
'Cause I didn't want to bring it up either.
I wasn't thinking it.
It's just now it bothers me to say it. But
You
now,
can say it. Just
well, no,
not
now it
say
sucks because now I'm a part of the whole entire movement, and I can't even say it. And I've been a part of the movement for quite some time.
Bills Mafia.
I can already see the reel now.
Quite some-
BillsAholic teaches Chris how to say Bills Mafia.
Yep.
'Cause he's
Dude,
already-
you learned a lot today though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You really did. I'm
All about
proud.
growth, baby.
Yeah. And I don't even know. And it sucks because I've been, like I said, a part of this group for, God, I mean,
You've been a part of
for
what?
And no one's like,
the Mafia.
pointed it out at all, or
No, you guys are the first people,
wow.
so it kind of hurts.
I just didn't want to say anything.
Well, it's because we're your friends.
And I know, I appreciate it, but it's the fact that my friends have let me go around for
You know what?
multiple seasons.
I brought it up to McKenna. I was like, I'm not gonna say anything because it's how he talks. It's literally word for word what I said.
I would say that, but then as soon as it got pointed out, he said it the right way. I don't know if you peeped that.
I heard that. Yeah.
Without you guys really getting on me about it too. Like I just did it.
We'll see how
Right.
he does next week when we don't bring it up.
Yeah. Just
Well,
don't.
no,
bring it
he's
up.
gonna knowing
Chris,
him, he's gonna be thinking about it.
It's just gonna
Yeah.
roll off the tongue. It just rolls off the tongue.
Dude, he's gonna be laying in bed. Mafia.
Probably.
He's gonna get the sticker on the ceiling.
Now I gotta ask Olivia if she thinks I've been saying it weird,
Oh boy.
You know that meme?
which is weird because she's brutally honest with me at all times about everything,
Maybe
and
she's never noticed. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know that
I'm not even
meme?
gonna bring it up to her, man. I don't need this in my life right now.
You know the meme where the couple is
The
in
Mafia.
the bed and they're like,
Mafia.
I wonder what they're
Yeah.
thinking.
Mafia.
Yeah.
Chris is probably thinking about girls or something right now. Mafia.
Isn't that wrong?
Yeah, Hey, you said it like that too.
Wasn't that just
Yeah,
wrong the way he just
I
did
wasn't
it?
listening. I was
You
just
got a little maul in your too.
really say it again?
Mafia.
Mafia, man. Yeah.
Mafia. Travis was like mafia. Mafia.
Mafia.
He got it from you.
Get away from me.
This shit don't even sound like a word no more.
I know that's my problem, and I'm
I'm done,
part of
man.
Bill's
I'm out.
Mafia.
What is mafia?
It's family.
It's the mafia,
That's what they say.
dude.
Okay.
And you want to know what bothers me? It was like there was a game like on PlayStation when I was younger that I played. It was Mafia, and I loved that game, and I've always called it Mafia. And like I'd be in the PlayStation party, my one buddy that had also
But you won't play Mafia.
No, I'll play mafia.
that's what we used to say it, bro. Mafia 1, Mafia 2, Mafia 3.
All right, that was too many in a row there.
But I'm telling the story.
You're right. Sorry.
I can't leave
Mafia,
it out, bro.
man. Mafia.
At least we started to figure out. At least we figured out where it stemmed from.
I'm insecure now, man.
Nah,
No, you're fine, man.
You're good.
We let it roll for like
Like I said,
Since
I've noticed
now,
this
20
since day
years.
one of this show, and I was like, okay, maybe. But it just kept. I'm like,
you're
okay.
like he'll learn.
Now
He'll
I
go
gotta.
over it.
Yeah, I gotta.
You got to step in and really make some changes.
He's like, I can't do it anymore.
He's like, I can't keep producing
And
this
I'm
podcast
surprised,
like
like
this.
the amount of like content that we put out like weekly basis or whatever. So like, and you said it in multiple clips. So it's like I'm surprised, like the way the commenters come at some of the clips. I'm surprised it hasn't been mentioned.
I think it's like a soft spot. Like it's just how he talks.
Mafia.
That's why I never said anything.
Bill's
I'm like,
Mafia.
I can't make fun of the way he talks.
I'm not
It
making
hurts.
fun. I'm not making
It
fun.
hurts
of
to
him.
say it.
I'm not making
It's
fun
like
of him.
extra effort in my voice
Make fun of
box.
him.
Dude, your brain's gonna start over.
Bill's Mafia.
He can take
Yes, boom.
He can
Bill's
take
Mafia.
There you go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's go, baby. Shout out Bill's Mafia. And the
Sounds
Bill's
a lot
Aholic Pod.
Hell yeah.
Another really successful episode that I'm finally back on. Felt good to get back on. And somehow I'm going to make it out in one piece. I feel like I took some punches, as always. This guy doesn't even say Mafia correctly. Nobody's going after him.
I didn't hear it.
He like said it when he was doing like the meme thing, and he was like,
Caramel, caramel.
Mafia.
Tomato, tomato.
Potato.
Don't you dare say that ever again.
Mafia.
Nice.
Man, shout out BillsAholic Pod. Shout out to you guys for correcting my wrongdoings. And you know what?
Go look up excursion in the dictionary next.
I will. I'm gonna be going to home excursion. Mafia.
He doesn't go lose his mind, bro.
My brain is
Gonna
on
send
fire.
Olivia up the wall.
No, I'm just not even gonna say anything. She is truly gonna be like, what is he thinking about? Mafia. Excursion.
Can you please ask her? Just be like, Olivia, like, do you know what excursion means? Because I can almost guarantee you she knows what it means.
She probably does. That's just me being an idiot.
Okay.
I've heard that
Awesome.
word too. I've heard that word used before. Again, kind of dogging it for some content. Not saying that that's gonna be a reel because I'm not making that a reel. That'll get like 25 views. But all right, you know what? Another successful episode of BillsAholic Pod. Thank you for tuning in. As always, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Bills Mafia.
Mafia.
Mafia.